Wow. Are we live?
I hope so.
I didn't turn on something, which you'll see that I just did. Yeah. No, you won't.
I think I saw the resolution change of me on the stream.
Did it?
Nah, don't worry about it.
I didn't see it. Oh shit! Yeah, see,
What'd you do?
That's what you're gonna see. Which one am I looking for? What's going on? But dead inside, you'll live. But dead inside, you're alive or alive. I know. I just want to fix one thing because I was fucking around. I was fucking about.
Looking about.
And changing things for the other shows that I gotta add this now to this show because I'm a lazy piece of shit and I didn't do it before because I forgot. How is everyone? Mugs, what's going on? Limpy, what's going on? Beast.
We're a very professional outfit, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine. I want this thing. This is what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay. Hi there, window.
How do you like that window?
It's a nice little window.
It's our little secret. Don't tell anybody.
Okay, I won't tell anyone about the window.
And let's just throw that there. Boom!
Whoa!
Look at that.
Box.
We got a chat box.
It's a box that holds your chat.
It holds chat windows. Oh my god. Yeah. I still gotta set up where some of these cameras are because I don't like it. Because I gotta look over here to read chat, look at the stream on that side, look forward at joystick directly with his big giant head.
I have to go over there to look at chat.
Do I sound alright? Does everything sound great?
Sounds fantastic. That's not the right one.
Makes it sound like you're slowing your words? So then
You're
in theory,
slurring your words.
if I start slowing words, then all I gotta do, you just gotta speed it up, and then it will sound fine.
That's true. That's science.
That's the deal. That is science. I am science.
You are science?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Hooray!
Good. We're not doing that shit. That's next week. That's not this week. No, fuck that. Fuck dead air during this time.
Yeah, no dead air.
Did you watch Perfect Host?
I did. Did you watch
God.
Perfect Host?
Oh, I loved Perfect Host.
Turns out I watched Perfect Host before a long time ago and forgot about it until about halfway through the movie when I realized I knew every twist.
I knew. We'll get over that soon. I predicted some things, and then I didn't predict some other things. That I was inaccurate about a couple of things, but
yeah, movie's all right.
There were some funny moments. I was laughing my ass off during that shit. Which you'll see because I took. Is it a comedy?
It says it's a dark comedy if you read the description of it, which I was like, checks out.
It does. It's just something about Niles. It just makes you happy.
It just Niles being Niles,
right? Niles is from Frasier, Sam.
I know who Niles is.
Keikaku means plant.
Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Tossing salads?
Oh my god, you've never even seen Frasier.
Yeah, the ad. Yeah, I get the opening, whatever. Yeah. That's Kelsey Grammer singing, though. Which he also sang in that other movie we watched recently. Well, I watched it. I don't think anyone else did. Well, Cheeseman watched it.
Cheeseman watches everything.
Well, yeah, he watched another thing.
Everything.
That other movie that just came out recently where he's like a washed-up singer. And he insisted on singing. No, Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer will find any reason to sing because he thinks he's great at it.
Mm-hmm. He is good at it.
Oh,
I
say
great,
Bob,
baby.
Not good.
No, he's like a Broadway singer.
He was a Broadway singer.
So are a bunch of other Broadway singers that
Oh my god, okay. So
damn.
Like the smallest
the
percentage
bar
of people
set so high.
World, to make it on Broadway, your standards are too high.
I know, they are. What can I say? I'm a fancy boy. I want nothing but pristine sound, and anyone who does Broadway of shitty remakes of movies, but their Broadway version.
The Spider-Man Broadway show, you mean? The greatest Broadway show ever made?
What's going on, Kaber?
Hello there.
I didn't realize how long that one was. That was a long one. Wow, that was a loud alert. Did that go through? Did you guys hear that alert?
I heard that alert.
Perfect. That's from Star Wars, if you were unaware.
Oh. Hello there.
There's a cooldown monk of a minute between. I've been watching. I don't think I watched. Yeah, I did watch the latest Bad Batch. I think I'm caught up on everything Star Wars.
People I know into that Bad Batch like it quite a bit.
Well, I feel like Bad Batch. There's so many like. I mean, you got to watch Clone Wars, Rebels, and then Bad Batch. Like all of them together are just great. Clone Wars starts off very but it turns out that it gets really dark real fast.
Yeah, you need the context of before the Clone Wars cartoon thing came out, like what Star Wars media was, you know?
Right. I would say...
Which was trash.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Clone Wars starts out...
So bad that a cartoon was the best thing they'd made up forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that cartoon is good. It's depressing.
It's good. It gets good.
It's depressing as fuck. Almost as dark as Jurassic Park animated show. So I know about that show. And does that show actually get dark?
Does any children get eaten in that show?
Does it show it?
If nobody gets eaten, then it's not accurate to Jurassic Park.
Right. They better get eaten. I'll be pissed if they don't.
At least 2 people need to be eaten for it to be Jurassic Park.
Even in Clone Wars, you see beheadings, dismemberments, people willingly killing themselves.
It's Star Wars violence, right? Like whenever somebody loses something, they don't bleed because the lightsaber burns it. It's fine.
Right. You don't ever see blood, but you do see their limbs. Even they get shot off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's okay because the blasters and the
Rex is the boy. I was worried about Rex, which I won't give. It's always off screen. I guess it's a start. I think Rex. I was worried in Rebels. I was worried that he was.
Oh, they got
that everything was gonna go to shit. But
Rex into Star Wars.
Rex is one of the commanders, one of the clone.
He's a Krogan. Yeah.
Is he same actor?
I don't think so. No.
But Rex is good. Rex
he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Even Freddie Prinze Jr. is a good boy, or was. I don't know if whatever. Which they canon did Freddie Prinze Jr. being the kid in the beginning of Bad Batch. Is he the bearded guy in Return of the Jedi Strike Team? Is he really?
They Return of the Jedi.
Is Rex in Return of the Jedi?
I don't know.
Return.
I don't watch hardly any Star Wars media. I fell off really hard in life.
Holy fuck, it is! What a boy! Also seemed kind of bullshit. But still, what a joke! What a boy! They canoed it. That's some bullshit backwards canoning. Luke, Leia, and Rex. Wouldn't you want to do like Luke, Leia, and technically Rey by definition?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the trifecta?
They really messed up that whole Star Wars thing with that last Star Wars movie, huh?
They did. Rey wasn't born yet, that's true. But isn't she under the same like lineage due to clonage or some bullshit? I don't fucking know. That didn't make goddamn sense. It was like Wookiees on Endor. It didn't make a goddamn bit of sense. Oh, you think Fro's on the other screen. Now it's weird. You disappeared! I can't hear him right now. I see you on stream, but I do not see you in chat. This is great. I guess he can hear me. Can you hear me? That's fucking bizarre. Let me refresh my page. I'm refreshing my page so I can hear these limps. OBS Ninja's been acting fuckery. Yeah, you're not there. There you are. Yeah, OBS Ninja's been fuckery.
Welcome back to the show.
Well, Endor was going to be Kashyyyk, but I couldn't find a lot of tall people. I know. But still, Wookiee defense.
You're on the Wookiee defense squad.
They need to... I know they hinted at it a little bit.
What are these furry-ass guys hanging out on a jungle planet? How miserable is that?
Well, Bigfoot.
That seems so bad.
I know.
I'm in my room. We have air conditioning. It's still kind of toasty. I wish I could open a window, but it's hot out there.
Take over the show a second,
Look at her
Joyce.
hair. Do what for a second? Oh. No, are you muted?
I think he said take over.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hi, everybody.
All right.
Tool's talking to my drug dealer
Hey,
because I'm too afraid to talk to my drug dealer.
Talking to all you ladies
He's
out
gonna give me all the
there
good drug,
in
like
Twitch land.
like pixie sticks. Love a pick a stick. Gotta get a sugar daddy. You ever have a sugar daddy?
Yeah, you.
Hell yeah. But also like
Speaking of which,
Laffy Taffy.
I bought a new handheld vacuum today. I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
How small is it?
Well, actually, I think it's a little bigger than the crappy one. The important thing is it's not Black and Decker.
I'm trying to remember the name of the Cats characters. So I'm gonna look up Cats characters. Broadway.
I'm back. Sorry, that was an agent for a
Isabella.
No, Rum Tum Tugger. He's the boy. Rum Tum Tugger's the boy.
I'm back, boys. So that was an agent. An agent called on for a contestant on Wednesday, and it's confirmed. We got a new contestant.
Ooh.
Someone actually called you to confirm
Tool.
that?
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Tool, who's your favorite cat from the hit Broadway musical Cats?
Heathcliff.
Yeah, Heathcliff's pretty good. He's not a Jellicle, but I mean he's all right.
No,
These are great names, Mr. Mistopheles.
Oh yeah, don't trust Mr. Mistopheles.
Conti has entered the battle for Wednesday. He hasn't been winning in another tournament, so he's gonna try on this one.
Lorem.
Here's the part about the cats I forgot, because we go real hard. We like Macavity, Jenny Any Dots, Bombalurina, Menku Strat, Jelliorium, and then Victoria.
Rumple
Teaser.
Rumpus Cat, I love this.
Love a Rumpus Cat.
Isn't that just
These are
Andrew
the
Lloyd
drugs I'm
Webber
gonna buy.
bullshit though? So it's like it's fine.
Carbunkle.
There's so many characters.
These are great cat names.
Which one's Taylor Swift?
Tumble Brutus.
I thought Taylor Swift was the white cat. So
Pouncival.
Google, oh, I have a fucking computer.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you
it's
have
fine.
Google. What are you telling me to Google?
Because I'm busy bitching on Reddit.
Dear Google.
Idris Elbus was Macavity, by the way.
Yeah, I don't consider that movie canon.
She was Bombalurina. Whatever the fuck that is.
You know, the Bombalurina, the cat.
I mean,
if you were a cat, you would name yourself Bombalurina. Fuck!
Why did I hear that twice?
I don't know.
What's going on? Empty Apple and Cats was terrible. So I heard. Why did I hear that twice?
Fuck.
Fuck, maybe?
Fuck.
I heard that twice.
Fuck.
Do you have OBS open?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. This is an OBS camera. But I don't have any of those sources open anymore because when I was doing other stuff on the side, I was hearing your alerts go off and I was like, this is terrible.
Wait a minute.
I want to do a test.
Maybe it was my computer.
It was not.
Are you sure?
It was not. It was clear.
Wait a minute. Do you have audio? No, you don't have the audio on to stream on.
Oh, yeah, that's being played
I
twice.
No, I really can't hear anything.
Hi. Oh!
I'm just gonna help.
It's my fault. I refreshed the page.
Of course it's your fault.
I figured it out.
You have two sources with your alert open on it.
No, it's not. It's because I refreshed the page when I lost you. So it unmuted the one I'm so graciously streaming to you.
Oh, thank you.
Release the butthole cut? What
That's
movie
what
did I watch that had
Give me the
buttholes?
butt cut.
Wasn't it Jurassic Park, maybe?
Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs would have buttholes?
I think they did.
Maybe? I mean, they poop.
They
There's
do.
poop on the ground.
There
He puts
is.
his arm in it.
Dude, have you
Where'd
ever
that poop
seen
come
it when
from?
you watch, like, what's that one? The one with the dog and the cats. What was it fucking called?
Cats and dogs?
No,
If
no.
it was literally called Cats and
Homeward
Dogs.
Bound. Homeward Bound.
Yeah,
Oh, that was one cat, singular. Sassy.
she's a sassy cat.
She was a sassy cat for enough for two cats. So it was
not as
Homeward-
good a name
yeah.
as Pouncival, but pretty good.
But always watching the dog's balls just jangling around. That was always
Brave
fun.
Little Toaster fucked me up,
I
dude.
don't remember dog's balls in that movie.
Brave Little Toaster is just
Was
like
that or
a
the sequel?
horrible cartoon about
Was
like
it,
falling out of relevance.
yeah, like, was it Chance or Shadow? It was in the sequel? Because that's
It could have
a
been.
completely different movie.
It's I know that thus it'd be a sequel. There's a dog movie.
There is a Homeward Bound too.
I know, it's great. They get lost in San Francisco and they somehow make it home. I had it on VHS.
They go everywhere.
I think one of them runs out to an like Chance does, I think, runs out on like an airport thing because he freaks out and they all break out and then they get run over by an airplane.
Wait a minute. I have another complaint about Homeward Bound.
Yeah.
Why is the golden retriever named Shadow?
Because
he's old.
Shadow.
No, all these suck. You only name Black Dog Shadow.
That's a bit judgy of you.
It's speciesist, I know.
It is. I know. Cheers. What's going on with you guys? It's been a while since we had a regular show besides Tuesday. Tuesday? Did we do Tuesday?
I don't even fucking know anymore, dude.
I don't know. No, it was Monday.
It's hot here.
It's hot here.
Yeah.
It's always a little toasty in this room when we do show stuff, but
where some of you all are too.
It's really hard to tell with my air conditioning rolling all the time, and it's so comfy.
Okay, so we have air conditioning as well, and honestly,
it shoots underneath my desk. My toes are so cold
because of it. But like in this room with all the goddamn computer monitors and the lights and the him, and it's too hot in here.
I mean, joystick's pretty fucking hot. I'm not gonna deny.
I know.
But I don't know.
We had. Now I know this is like not news, but we had record-breaking heat.
It was the hottest I've ever felt in my life.
It's the hottest it's ever been in this part of Oregon. Plus the humidity was
like
really
114
high,
degrees.
I think it got to like 113, but
that's so many degrees.
Like in Arizona,
you thought it got 114. It was only 113. Don't
it doesn't
exaggerate.
get that hot on the West Coast. We have the ocean to protect us. What the fuck is
71
happening?
degrees, not Celsius. No. This is all Fahrenheit, Empty Apple.
Fahrenheit, yeah.
Empty Apple is like, oh my god, you boiled?
It was 45.5 Celsius. I did the math.
Oh, whoa, seriously?
That's a lot of Celsius.
Really high in Celsius.
Well, 114 degrees is quite high.
But this is, I mean, I already have my complaints about Celsius because like 1 degree Celsius is a lot bigger fucking deal than 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Right.
I like that granularity.
In America, we like our bigger numbers because we're compensating.
Hell yeah.
I think
temperature goes from -60 to like 110.
Here in the good old states of Minnesota here, it's been warmish, I guess, but I've been in the basement. It's been fucking freezing. I actually put on slippers. I put on fucking slippers yesterday. I was freezing.
Yeah, fuck you.
I know.
That was me earlier this month. I made a post on Facebook, and I'm like, ooh, Oregon in June, because like I literally was wearing like boots and a scarf to work because it was freaking freezing.
Does it ever get to 71 Celsius? What is that in?
No, 71 degrees Celsius is Murder Town.
That's Death Valley. Doesn't Death Valley reach 150?
No, because even like in the Middle East, it doesn't get like. It's like in the 30s Celsius. I didn't even know it would.
140. 140 is Death Valley.
So my understanding is that if you are exposed to like 120 degrees, you like pass out.
That's not true, because where all my family lives in Southern California, it gets up to like 120, 122 in the summer. But it does matter.
California
it's a dry
aren't
heat.
people.
Bro, pass out.
Where'd you get tan lines? How do you get tan lines in the UK?
60.
Isn't it all cloudy and foggy all the time? Isn't it?
Hello.
I mean, it was when I was there. Actually, it's not true. It was pretty clear all those days. But fuck.
It depends on what you're doing, though.
I know.
I think 120 degrees outside, I would just not even bother. I mean, I would be happy to pass out so I don't feel it anymore. And if I'm even lucky, I'll die.
Oh, I had a relative die last week from the heat in California. He was doing yard work in 122 degree weather.
Why?
That's a great question.
Were they a close relative, or was it like the extended?
I don't think she would bring it up casually in conversation if it was a close relative.
I would hope not.
He's my like. He's kind of a black sheep of the family, so like I think I've only met the dude like twice, but he's my great uncle. Like he's my grandpa's brother.
He was an okay uncle.
So he was. God damn it. So he was already old to begin with.
Yeah, that didn't help.
True. I think like 68.
Also, didn't he die from like a heart thing, not like brain vessels thing.
Isn't stroke?
No, dude, it was fucking because he was outside. Like he like.
Well, I'm sure it didn't help.
C2F. What is 20C? 68. That's fair. 68 is for me.
68 is fine.
68 is perfect.
20C is like indoor temperature.
Mine's probably closer to 18C.
Yeah, you like it cold.
No, I do like it chilly, but man, it was pretty bad yesterday. It was moral story, never go outside. It's been working. I hear it's been, I don't know. I actually
you
hear
see how
what
white
like
I am?
outside.
If I go outside, I actually will like die.
You went outside yesterday.
I died.
No,
Wait,
because here's
are you
our
saying
dumbass white people logic. We're like, oh, it's so hot, but then like we also like went outside to the river and we're in full sun. So
that's not.
No, we had a
canopy.
We did, but
we had a canopy because we're well-to-do white
as
people.
the sun was
Monk
moving,
does.
we had to like keep moving our chairs.
On my island.
Yeah, SPF.
Monk actually is not sometimes allowed to go outside near airports because they think it's a runaway beacon.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, there we go. Listen
Taking your shirt off at the
show.
beach is a hazard.
Sometimes when the lighthouses go out, he just has to stand out there.
He's
He's out there with a flashlight shining at himself.
They call me Beacon of Condor. Got my dog a little back, so go on more walks. Why would you want to say that? But isn't it bad? Well, I guess if it's 20, it's fine. But I feel bad for any animal outside. Yeah, fuck that
on
shit.
the concrete.
Dude, okay, except I'm gonna make a little like
Bear.
asterisk here because 60% of our cats are fucking loving it outside.
Yeah, they're idiots.
They just nap all day on the patio and they love it and they like
Cats were desert animals, though.
they're desert
animals.
Yeah, and they're not
love
chilling on concrete. Like, hey, let's go walk on this.
They're
black
sitting in the
asphalt.
shade.
Well,
Like that's the smart bit.
Our patio is concrete, but they are in the shade, so they're laying like they like to lay under the patio furniture, but like
Double shade.
dude, it's not like I'm putting them out there and shutting the door. They're like begging to go outside.
Yeah,
and they just like to nap.
I was referencing to people who I have seen, cunts, we'll call them, where it's balls hot outside and they're going on a walk in nice comfy shoes with their dog and it's fucking hot as balls on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, they're like, walk on the
Cats
street.
Cats are not animals, more of a concept. I kind of agree with that. Mostly grass past in town, bees been thriving on these walks. Wait, bees?
You have bees?
Bees are doing good.
You've seen a bee?
Protect those bees.
Wait a minute, I just didn't even think about. Do you guys still have those those fancy bees?
Murder wasps?
The murder wasps? Yeah, you guys got those still?
I haven't seen a murder wasp. I think those are the murder wasp. Is
Bees
liberal
the dog.
propaganda.
Okay, I got scared. Murder.
No, I mean, people were really scared about murder wasps, but I didn't
That's
see them.
the murder hornet. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the murder
It was like
hornets.
a thing like a year ago when.
What's the difference?
When COVID was new.
Well, because
And
they
then
weren't
it was
supposed
like,
to be
and
here.
also murder hornets. What?
They weren't supposed to be here. I know they actually pushed. The government, for once, pushed real hard into murdering all the murder hornets or wasps.
We had them in.
Those are a
If
thing.
anyone's gonna be good at murdering, it's us. Damn
Yeah.
it.
We had them in our part of the country.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what I'm
that
saying. They were in Washington, Oregon. I think they went a state over as far as I'm aware. But I know they were pushing real hard to not let them get a foothold. To
Yeah,
spread,
because
like,
they'd be bad.
See what
I
a
wanna-
good job they did on that though.
on murdering
Even-
things.
We managed. What if we murdered COVID though?
I know.
Yeah. No.
I'm looking. Are they still here? As the 2021 nesting season starts.
Okay,
There
so
have
we
been
get to have round 2 of.
There were 31 confirmed sightings of the hornets last year in Washington, half which came from public tips. Are they still in the United States? Is it 2021?
Is there like a tip line that I'm supposed to call if I see
I
a
think
hornet
so.
that looks
Yeah.
angry?
1-800.
I saw a hornet. Oh shit.
WASP. Just the tip.
Are these murder hornets? I don't actually know
They've
why
been.
they're
They're
murder
still.
hornet.
They're still in
Is
Washington.
it like are
They'll
they
murder you.
extremely aggressive and then like they have like potent toxin
Yeah,
or
are they
what?
gonna murder me or are they gonna murder like bugs?
you?
Good bugs. Me.
They,
okay.
Yeah, they'll murder
Okay,
you.
yeah, murder them.
So they sting you and they're aggressive about stinging you. And when one stings you, I think it sets off a pheromone that tells all the other ones, say, "Hey, fuck this person over," and then they'll all sting you. And they're also huge. They're
I mean, if
fucking
I was-
monsters.
If I was gonna be playing like
It's
an
fine
RTS
without
game
them.
where
They're
I was
coming,
like
Empty Apple.
a Hornet King, that would make that. I would definitely go down that tree of the upgrade path for my Hornets.
Yeah, I know all of them do Monk, but this one is like specific big dick. Like, hey,
It's big dick enough where it made the news.
these know where they can sense this shit like a mile away and come after you. They don't fuck around.
They didn't call them like
Only
really
honeybees
mean
sings no.
Hornets.
Yeah.
They called them fucking murder Hornets.
Hey, is my other guy is the other guy still there? The can you guys still see my
Away.
stream? It went away?
Yeah.
What
Got bored.
cockfuckery is this?
Fucked off. Whatever. Hey, it's back.
Oh, well, as long as it's back. Did it come? Oh yeah, it came back with a vengeance. So yeah, all wasps sting, which can do it multiple times. Honeybees sting, but they only can do it once.
Yeah,
Or is
they'll
that
worry about their
bumblebees?
guts after they sting you.
Yeah.
Which means they don't do it unless they really, really need to.
Yeah, or the queen tells them to fuck off.
Yeah,
Or
if you're
unless-
like trying to shove your fist in their house, they'll sting you.
Or if they're trying to come in the egg, then it will.
And
totally
now
do
Tool
it too.
disappeared.
Where did he go?
I'm still here. Can you not hear me?
What is going on with OBS Ninja?
Let's get back in there. What the fuck? I refreshed the page and it didn't work. Yeah, OBS Ninja is being really fucky. Can't even get back in. X out of this. Copy link. Open new window. Wow, OBS Ninja is really fucking my face right now. Hold on a second, guys. Let's hang up on that person. Who can't you hear? I can't. I don't know. Y'all make bees sound awful. I got a nest of carpenter bees under my house that are straight vibe. You're not supposed to have carpenter bees under your house. Copy link. Paste. Camera. I am back. That was dumb.
Oh shit, he came back.
We love bees. You're not supposed to let bees go near your house because they'll go inside. They'll go in the walls. And then
Right,
you're gonna have a
and you
huge
call-
fucking problem.
You call, but everybody has a local phone number that it's like, what, hey, come get my bees.
Get my
And,
bees.
Like, they've infiltrated. Come get them.
Only
No,
bee-
we don't have a problem with bees building. We have a problem with
Lack of bees.
wasps building
Yeah.
those
Bees.
little mud nest things.
Wasps are assholes.
What's your
Yeah.
deal with red ants? What's the red ant situation in Oregon?
I have never seen a red ant.
Thank God.
Well, they're assholes.
Not a
for
dangerous
sure.
one, at least.
Well,
I
have
mean,
you
those
seen
like
the
sugar
holes?
ants,
Oh,
they'll
no,
get in your house.
They bite.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I was in the south, I had to watch for those fucking nests, and I was very displeased.
Oh yeah, no, south it sucks. They're
Are they
dangerous.
movable? Yeah, carpenter bees. Yeah, they're movable. All bees nests are very movable.
Yeah, you can.
And
move-
someone
I
will
mean,
do it.
That's what an apiary is. Hello.
You just
Like
get a
you get a
just
box.
get a broom and poke at it.
You
No.
get a box and you put the bees in it.
No, you call a number, and they'll usually do it for free if they're beneficial ones, and they won't do
Yeah.
it for free if they're not.
Well, it's because like places that produce honey are running out of bees and they're freaking
Mhm.
out, so they love it if you can give them some bees.
And the bees are a catalyst to everything. So
Yeah.
they get fucked. We fucked.
We want bees.
We want bees.
We want the bees' knees.
Yeah.
We just don't.
I grab the queen. I'm not okay. So the thing is, I will fuck off if a bee lands on me.
Well, yeah.
okay-
I mean, I don't want a bee on me or in my car. Like,
oh, dude, I'll get in car accidents trying to get the thing out of my car because I'm so fucking. I hate bugs. I hate bugs.
I'm not even allergic to bees, but I don't want to be stung.
I don't know if I am. I have no idea. I've never been stung before.
Let's go get an allergy test. What the hell? It's not even that hard.
You're
have you
calling,
ever gotten
you're
one?
calling your landlord at this
No,
hour?
But I'm not afraid about being allergic to bee sting. I got stung by a bee already.
I think my brother might be. I mean, fuck it. Call him. Fuck it. All right, let's move on to some less serious talks. Let's
Less
talk.
serious than bees.
Let's talk about just the thing. As I said, God damn it! It disappeared again.
What are you doing?
That's a different computer. I'm not even touching the other
Is
one.
it falling asleep?
No, it's on.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it might be this. Do you use OBS Ninja last time? Or did you use the other thing?
I was using VDO. because that's what's trying to move over to.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'll quickly just fix
I don't fuck with it. Don't worry about it. You'll spend 10
well,
minutes.
All right, if I go out or you go out again, I'm just gonna fucking do it. It'll take a second.
Yeah, if that happens. But for now, we're okay.
It's fine. All right. So.
Okay, so I for the record, I googled Zubas.
Uh-huh.
And all I'm finding are like zebra striped pants.
That's what Zubas are.
Were you wearing zebra striped pants?
Who?
Monk.
Everybody was wearing Zubas back then, dude. That was the look. Even I, as a child, had Zubas.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
I'm not fucking with you. We had Zubas.
I never had Zubas.
What are you even talking about?
Zubas were popular in the very early 90s.
Oh,
they were.
It has a Z at the end. Zubaz. Okay. Okay, so
They were popular.
they're joggers more or less, but with zebra. Dude, I'd wear the hell out of
They
these.
just have cool patterns, dude.
That makes sense though, because when I'm outside,
It's like the solo cup
when
for
I'm
pants.
gardening and I've got like floral print on, like they won't fucking leave me alone. I've never been stung, but they.
You're always afraid
They're
of it,
always
though.
trying to get my nectar.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Fuck off, bees. That's my nectar. What's going on with drawing blanks?
As I was saying, as I also was switching over to VDO, which I sent you a link for.
I'll just click on that and do it discreetly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm doing it too. I'm doing it discreetly. I'll be right back. I clicked on the wrong computer. Twice. Hold on a second. I'm fixing some shit. So, they look like joggers. What's a jogger?
I remember them vividly.
There we
They were blue and black.
Did I lose the control room already?
I don't know.
No, everyone's slowly
If I-
loading in it.
Will I here?
I gotta move you over still, but it's slowly getting there.
Okay, I'll leave it open until you say to me they okay.
Oh my gosh, you can get Minnesota Viking Zubas.
I'm just amazed they're making Zubas again.
Because leggings.
Wait, did you just
are
give me
in.
another
Yeah.
link?
That's for me. That's for me.
Oh,
That's
you're
your
giving me
source.
your link.
Zubas.com. Oh my gosh, I know what I'm getting my brother for Christmas.
All right, you can remove your thing. Joystick, I put you.
All right, okay, here we go.
It didn't work right, but there we go. It's good now. Okay. Is that an MIRC window? Probably. It's an old Windows thing. Can I not? Are you guys saying anything?
What do you mean?
Okay, let's
I
make
didn't
sure.
say I'm now
Okay,
talking.
okay, good. Okay, so let's go back to where we were talking about a second ago before we got distracted by the Zubas. So,
Zubas.
I actually clicked the wrong one anyway. I didn't want drawing blanks. We're gonna talk about TTV Cribs. TTV Cribs we aired last Saturday before the tournament. It was a shit show. It was chaos. It was something else, but it was fun. We're changing some shit up. Obviously, it's all in Discord. If you want to follow through with the new rules, it's pretty quick and easy. But we had 6 entries, and we even had a death. A Sims died in the game during their week-long thing. Yeah, they drowned. It was quite funny.
Wait, they drowned on their own?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't go to sleep, but they ran out of energy while swimming and they died.
Just like real life.
So the livability of that house really took some points on that one, since, you know, they felt the need to swim instead of sleep. And they had a job. They did, and they shouldn't have. But, you know, things happen. So they died, and the winner was Tequila's house.
Of course. I had no doubts.
It was
That's
pretty
a nice
close.
looking house.
It was a nice looking house. Tiki themed. What?
What?
They died swimming in The Sims 4?
Yes.
Not The Sims 1.
Yes.
You can still.
Yes. You
How
can
about
die
that?
from fire. You can die from meteors
Now, when The
landing
Sims
on
4
you.
first came out, you couldn't.
Really? I don't remember that long.
Yeah. No, I mean, that game's been out for like, what, 8 years now?
yeah.
Like,
There's a
They've
billion
done some
ways to
shit.
die. Hamsters still kill you. Or gerbils still kill you. Swimming, fires, meteor strikes, lightning
you
strikes.
can die in the fold-up beds that go into the wall.
Yes.
Those
There's
are
a
called.
billion ways.
Murphy
But if,
bed.
Yeah.
so, to the one. The next one will be on July 17th for those who want to do it. The rules are in Discord. And fuck off. Next quick little reminder. Drawing Blanks is on Wednesday. Joystick is returning for his 3rd game. What?
What happened?
What? It's still there.
Now?
Yeah.
Did I disappear?
Yeah.
I'm just
But
gonna.
now you're at much higher resolution, so it worked out.
I'm assuming OBS Ninja is getting fucked right now.
Maybe.
It loses some signals. You're still here, so whatever. Drawing blanks on Wednesday. We have a new challenger,
A new challenger.
and that is Conti. Joystick is maintaining his.
Conti doesn't know what a house is.
Oh, his did burn down.
Also-
That's too soon.
Mm,
And there that thing goes. Fantastic. And it comes back.
what is happening?
I don't know.
I'm not leaving the room.
I ain't either. It's just fucking weird. No, you were fine. That one just disappeared this time. I'm getting no drop frames. I think this is legitimately just OBS Ninja.
I'm open to that idea.
I'm hoping that's what it is. It didn't do it at all during the tournament, so this definitely has to be OBS Ninja. Whatever, it's fine. So, yeah, don't forget to put doors on your house, Tessa. And
Yeah, put
sinks in the
sinks in
kitchen.
Just build your house to look like a house. You'll be fine.
However, this time, you're supposed to build a very ugly house. But you have a gross
Build an
amount of
ugly
money.
but functional house. Got it. Like
gotta
my real house.
You got to spend $325,000 on at
Gross.
least on an ugly house. So make it happen. Oh yeah, back to the drawing blanks thing. Sorry, Conti's doing. We got distracted again. Conti's playing. Joystick's playing. We need a third contender. If anyone wants in, let me know before then. It's open game. We got a new blood in there, so it's going to be generally fine. Conti is an artist, but he's more of a photographer. And
Is he an artist like Optimus is supposed to be an artist?
yeah. Remember when in my original emotes, if you remember those old 8-bit or MS Painty raccoons and shit,
Yeah.
those were Conti.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Sorbo doesn't respond to tweets or generally anything. So, but fuck him. So it's fine. No one lurks like B-san. That's not true. Monk doesn't. Cheeseman does.
Monk lurks way better than Beastin.
There's bird numbers for the kids that can make $4.99. That is true. So, that is that for them. I'm gonna let you take away this one.
What am I taking away?
Bidoof Day. Let me know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening with Bidoof.
Well, it's Bidoof Day on July 1st, and I only learned about this just before I sent you the things. Bidoof is a Pokemon.
Is it?
Adorable.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon, and it's his day.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're not doing the quiet thing in this one. Dead air is bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was
literally, Nintendo's just like, yo, it's gonna be Bidoof Day, and I'm like,
What does that even
sick.
mean? Why is it?
What
Bidoof
does that
Day?
fucking mean?
Yeah, what? I want to know what that means.
What do you think people do on Bidoof Day?
I don't know.
They gnaw through logs.
All right, let's learn about Bidoof real quick. I know it's a Pokemon, but we need to go to the Bulbadex.
Okay.
Bulbapedia, sorry.
Okay.
All right, so Bidoof is a Pokemon.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, he's so
normal
cute.
type. He's a plump mouse Pokemon.
Oh, he's adorable.
Let's see. What I need to know about his trivia. That's what I need to know.
Okay.
Bidoof, the plump mouse Pokemon. It gnaws on trees and rocks with strong front teeth and lives in nests near the water. So he's a fucking what is it? The thing.
beaver?
It's
the
shaped
beaver.
like a friend.
He's a beaver
It
mouse.
says no, Empty Apple says Bidoof is shaped like a friend.
Yeah, it's not true.
So it's round and plushy.
Yeah, I'm looking through like all the ones, because a lot of the times like the Pokedex entries in the older games will get really weird about like trivia.
Right. Because they always say they'll like eat them
Pokemon
and shit.
Diamond said, with nerves of steel, nothing can perturb it. It is more agile and active than it appears.
Is it a beaver? Is that what it's supposed to be? A fucking beaver?
It is definitely a beaver.
Okay. What do beavers have to do with July 1?
You know, that's the day where you show off your Pokemon Beaver.
Wait. Is this a way?
Heard him.
It constantly gnaws on logs and rocks to whittle down its front teeth.
Is this a way? Did you just say for people to show their beavers?
They're Pokemon ones.
Okay. And their buttholes too, right?
That but I got some pictures. I got some
Whoa.
butts for you. Just gonna copy that.
There we
I'll
go.
send that. Right?
Yeah, send that to me.
That's just a butt.
Why does that exist?
Because it shows the Pokemon from the back when you're fighting.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. Alright, let's get to something serious.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, yeah, what's up?
Worlds.com.
Worlds.com.
The first virtual chat game, to my recollection. They even patented it, and that's the only reason it's still going on.
Why does that look like it's a terrible Doom level, Tool?
Because that's what it looks like. It's from the 90s.
Okay.
So this is a dead game. This game has been dead forever. It's just one of those...
But it's not.
But it's online, but no one's on it. Like, literally no one's on it. But you can go on it.
You need to keep it up so that they can keep suing people, apparently.
Right. That's exactly why. They're sued Warcraft,
They've sued Minecraft in
They,
2021.
apparently he makes $200,000 a year on these lawsuits. But his patent runs out. It ran out. I don't know if he renewed it, but I think he did. So...
Pretty good income.
Well, it's because
just some lawsuits.
Legally, he did make like one of the very first graphical chat rooms, and that's what they're basing all of these lawsuits on.
Well, he's saying, he made a very
intellectual
big
property
thing. It's not. He didn't patent the chat room. He's a patent troll. All he did is he patented the idea of an area of space that has user input online that user can then interact with that space, that virtual space.
And some idiot granted that patent.
Yeah, right. Have a good night in the apple.
Bye.
So, whoa! This is gonna DMCA me? Probably not. But
What are you doing?
Music. It's not like repeating the playlist for some reason. All right, a lot of technical bullshit today. So. This game, it still exists. You can still log in it. No one's on it. They're empty fucking worlds. Except for, from my understanding, 2 fucking people.
Very interesting.
2 people are in here. So, 2 people. And one of them made this thing. And he has all these like private world things that he doesn't say anything really. And he just like makes you follow him to show you these things. And these imagery and like people did I
maybe it's too cool in that basement.
It's too cold, and that's why it happens.
Here it is hold on we're gonna skip. Hold on, I'm trying to find
It's okay.
Can you hear me now?
I got this.
Can you hear me now? Join Discord. Let's do it that way. Fuck it. Oh, fucking hell, this is dumb. I hate OBS Ninja now. OBS Ninja used to be so cool. And now it's not. Let's see what I can do here. Show us your best Bidoof, right? Alright, here, fuck it. Let's use this computer. Can you hear me yet?
What does Lamau mean?
Laughing my ass off,
I'm
but I
just
wrote it
kidding,
really
Jesus.
badly. Oh, hi, welcome back.
Oh,
to
you're
the
back.
show.
Join Discord.
You're just gonna do a Discord call?
Yeah, just leave it open for now, but yeah, just join Discord until it stops doing this shit.
Okay, well, let me fix my name real quick.
Well, this is staying up.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's just annoying that I lose your audio.
Yeah, that's why. Just join Discord. It's fine.
All right, I'm just gonna call you. I'm gonna start a phone call.
I was in our own private channel. But that's fine. That works.
This is more direct.
There we go.
Ah, shit.
Oh, shit.
Something's-
Ah, fuck. Hold on. We can't do it that way. Hold on. Fixing it. I gotta call
There
you
we go.
through.
Oh, Steeler.
There we go.
Hello? Yeah. It was still set up for when we did the other thing, so it was.
Yeah, and I muted myself. So there we go. So you still be able to hear the stream and all this stuff, and then blah blah blah. I muted myself in the thing, and I muted you there. I had to use the other
Hopefully, I'm
computer.
not too out of sync.
You're not. You're fun of mine. Say something again.
Something again.
Yeah, it's perfect. Everything's great. The echo's gone. I
Who said
fixed
that
it.
echoes?
I fixed it. It did it once when I hit answer. Okay. So let's get back to where we're going with here. So there's this world and it's empty as shit and apparently it's creepy as shit and you have this guy who shows you around the custom content that he made that's like culty and then it's like some people have went into the world exploring and they came across this guy and there were like other players randomly in there like worshiping him and it's bizarre.
Yes.
So there's one. So I would like to randomly, idea is Joystick and I go in there together, seeing if this guy will interact with us if he happens to be online when we're there. And no one knows who this guy is. No one knows anything about him.
I kind of want to give him like one of those Tom DeLonge speeches. Just like talk to him about ovals and triangles.
Yeah. But then there's this other guy on there that has an area that he like, in order to join his areas, you had to send him like a selfie, and he like catalogs all the selfies on his page, and it's fucking bizarre. It's weird as shit, and I think this is worth exploring before it gets shut down or before it goes down. I don't know, one or the other, right? So yeah. I think this would be funny. I think this would be great.
I think it's gonna live forever, honestly.
It might be, because he's gonna keep suing people. Are these people serial killers? They might be. Actually, that guy is fucking bizarre.
I'm gonna give him an address, but not the right one.
Yeah, so it's just weird. I think this is
your address.
Even outside these people, though. Well, it's never mind.
Yeah.
Even outside of this, I think even traversing through this time capsule environment.
Oh my god, there's gonna be so many incredible things from back then.
Well, what's his name? The guy who died, his son made World of Warcraft movie. British singer. Not David Bowie.
Yeah,
David Bowie. David Bowie.
Oh.
David Bowie made a world in there. So did Spielberg.
Oh, that was that era of like when Spielberg was making video games because he thought
Seal.
He made boom blocks.
Well, he did that for like terminal ill kids so they could have a way to interact with each other or something. I don't fucking know. It was some weird shit. But David Bowie made some worlds. I think it would be crazy to go in there and see all this like low res shit and clunky ass controls. I think we should stream it. Now
should be like playing Cruelty Squad all over again.
I have to be when we get to the custom content though, I'll have to do something.
Show me the porn.
Unless you're streaming it, I'm gonna make you go in rooms first.
That's probably wise.
Yeah.
I'll be like, it's too good in here for the stream. Is what I'll say.
Yeah, it's too good. Okay, so that's a possibility because you don't.
There's just the swastika to everything else ratio.
Oh Jesus! So it's Minecraft.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of that in there too.
Minecraft?
Well, it's
People
called
make
Minecraft.
swastikas in everything.
And yeah, they do.
In Minecraft. Fuck. Fuck.
But it's because never mind. So yeah,
yes,
everyone makes swastikas and everything. They like that's everyone's a cringe lord. Fuck. All right, it's fine.
Oh, I know.
Well, they're trying to do it because I think it's funny.
I was just kidding.
And that's been the thing to do because you want to be edgy funny since like the early 90s. Easy.
I mean, I'll even admit it. When I was 12, I did dumb shit like that. But I was 12.
Oh no, me too.
And I was dumb.
Yeah.
So.
And the internet. This is the only thing that survived from when we were children, probably. So.
Yeah, I mean, fucking not even Club Penguin could survive. I think we need to explore.
So that all the mistakes I've made back in the past are erased.
And there's even the King of the Hill forums, which I've already told that story before. How I got banned from that thing. But yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, because you don't like King of the Hill.
No, that's not why I got banned. It's not why I got banned at all.
Were you being a troll?
Yeah, I was 100% being a troll, but only after the story, the very not gonna tell the whole thing is there was a post on Warcraft. Warcraft just came out, and someone said if Hank Hill was playing Warcraft, what character would he be? And everyone's like human fighter, blah 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 blah, or warrior or whatever. And I went on the forum hoping maybe the people would on there might see it, and I said if he was to make a thing, what would he be? And it was like, he wouldn't play video games, that's nerd shit, I snipe, I'm in the military, blah blah blah, I bench 400 pounds, whatever.
Yeah,
some bullshit stuff.
That's the internet, I know.
Yeah, so then
we talked about this because there was like an episode in season 7 or something where he did play.
Yeah, he played a World of Warcraft like game.
Yeah, I remember.
So my response to it, I can't talk about, but my response got the forum shut down. Well, my many responses.
Hey.
I kept doing the same thing, but it was really edgelordy. Wizard Fire Path, of course. So yeah, I think that'll be a fun thing that we can do. We'll organize it relatively soon. It probably will be after my vacation. But it could, in theory, be before, but I highly doubt it. It will be a one-off stream. We're not going to keep exploring this fucking game. I don't even know how much there is to explore in it, but apparently there's tons and tons of worlds. But I think if
I could literally, as somebody who's gone through old internet garbage and old garbage games that were made a long time ago, I could easily sit there and dig through this for a while.
Well, we'll see how it turns out. I know I want to see some of the main worlds, and I also want to see how the hell do we access the custom worlds. I have no idea. How far does this rabbit hole go? Probably really fucking far.
I think I'll like find some like private forum.
Remember back in the day where you could make a website on a thing, but it had like the shitty GUI interface, so people just put textures that didn't go together, and it was just
Angel Fire.
Yeah,
it was like Angel Fire,
just raw HTML.
Oh,
as God intended.
Those were the fucking days. Those were the fucking days. But yeah, so that'll be fun.
Body.
Yeah, I liked doing the MySpace HTML.
Let's talk about another thing that's gonna happen this week. Joystick, you're free to join us for it, but I know you might be busy on Thursday. The first episode of Star Trek Unnamed Show, because I haven't thought of a clever name yet, where we're gonna watch party an episode of Star Trek together. We'll all watch it at the same time. Then we'll talk about it. Then we'll talk about other random star shit. And then that's the show. Random star things that go over.
Are you watching it like
on Twitch? Through Twitch.
In sequence? Or
nope. Random episodes.
They're just random. So if one wanted to participate, they would have to be familiar with.
Nope. Because we're gonna watch it together. And the shows were never in sequence.
You don't know who the people are?
There's no real like, especially a lot. Besides
all
the
these
newest
are available
one
on Amazon Prime, which you can do.
Oh my god, I can't participate.
No.
I mean, not that you're inviting me, but
you are invited.
Just be asking questions.
Is this a Sidewinder show? Yes. No, but here's the thing.
Why is she cake?
So the thing is about the earlier Star Trek shows is they're syndicated. You don't need to know anything of what's really going on. That episode is self-contained.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
that's because that's
for the most part.
Are they all that way?
Deep Space Nine does have
it was like
sequential episodes as the main theme, but a lot of them are random self-contained shit. So
like all the
all the
stuff that mattered was end of season, start of next season stuff, like the cliffhanger. That was the only thing that actually mattered. If you needed to follow
there'd be some times where they'd have a main story that will be brought up, like hinted throughout the whole thing, but the episode itself was.
They won't touch it though. They won't actually address it until later.
Yeah, there's some of that. Deep Space Nine does have those big sequential plot points, but there are a lot of dumb episodes that are self-contained. Now we are not gonna go over ever
only holodeck episodes.
That's the thing. We're gonna do a lot. All the episodes we're gonna go over are gonna be batshit. They're all gonna be absolute batshit. They're gonna be holodeck episodes. The first one we're doing is this fucking cake episode.
I love the cake.
This cake episode is, we talked about it on episode 12, I think, together. It was one of our earlier ones. We're gonna watch this cake episode, this very important cake episode. It will be on about 7:30 on this Thursday. We'll do it.
Wait a minute.
What's going on, Psychosis?
She's made of cake.
She's a cake.
She's a cake. Yeah, see?
They're gonna eat her.
They do eat her. They do eat her, and they cut her up multiple times.
But her head is like still intact.
Well, she had to talk somehow.
And they also have the straw through the ear
doesn't
thing.
Have that kind of budget.
There's a lot going on in this episode, and that's what the whole point is. We'll watch it, we'll talk over it, and then we'll talk more about it.
What would the Ace of Cakes have to say about this cake?
Well, remember that one cake that you guys thought was not cake, but it was cake? Saying.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. Let's do that again.
It's hard to set up.
It's really hard to set up.
Here's a question.
I volunteer.
Related question.
Go for it.
If somebody were you've become a cake.
Yes.
Somebody cuts into you.
Yeah.
And they pull out the slice. What flavor are you?
Delicious. Ew.
Fantastic. It's just gooey.
No one wants to eat you.
No one ever does.
Somebody does.
Yeah.
Somebody out there.
Yeah, some sick fuck.
Warp Trekking Talk. Trek Talk already exists, so I'm both of that. Hollow Talk I do like. Hollow Talk was a good one. We're still working on names, so if anyone has a good name for the show, let me know. But the design of the show is we watch an episode, we talk about episode, then we talk about random specific things. And then we'll talk about the episode we're gonna go over next time. Like, say this is what we're gonna watch, and that's it. So
I would definitely be vanilla though.
Yeah, you're pretty vanilla.
Yeah, but with like a.
Is it like,
Like,
angel
so-
food
no.
consistency or
No, gross. So it'd be
Damn.
like, ooh, or yellow cake.
all right,
yellow
since,
inside,
since we
baby.
clearly
Like
moved
that.
on, let's talk about that then.
Like,
If you
What,
were a
cake
cake flavor, what would you be?
I already said my answer.
wait,
I-
was that
She
really-
said her answer.
No, I
No,
said there
she
would
was
be,
starting
let me
to.
finish. There would be a fruit layer in
Uh-huh.
the middle.
Yeah.
But what fruit
What
though?
fruit?
Yeah.
Ooh. Gosh. I don't
Something
know.
red.
I know-
Yeah,
I know what-
something red, definitely.
I know what Cheese Man would
But-
be. Fireball.
Maybe like
It's a fireball. A fireball cake.
Cinnamon.
like raspberry, but with
Nothing
no
but cinnamon.
seeds. No seeds.
I want
Raspberry
to.
with no seeds.
You're really gonna go with cum, huh?
But it
Oh,
would be
rum
like
cake,
it'd be like a week old
Rum
cum.
cake.
It'd be week old because it was just dry.
Monk would definitely be a rum
Cum
cake. I
cake,
think.
exactly. Psychosis knows he was in prison.
Oh
Come
my
talk
god.
to me.
You know that like my chat like censors that. So I have to
You have to
click
turn
on
it off.
Yeah.
Well,
But
but like
Don't.
look,
I know
it
you're
won't
here.
Let me.
Cheese Man, yours would be fireball cake, or at least fireball filling. It would definitely be a fireball filling. It'd be a thick cake though.
Discrimination.
Maybe a sponge cake.
Yes, there's discriminations.
I wonder how it like filters that.
Some poor sap has to enter
Oh,
all
a
those
cinnamon
words manually into the
cheesecake.
database.
That
Okay,
does
but
sound
is
right.
It gonna be, but is the cinnamon gonna be? This is an important question.
All questions are important.
Is it gonna be that real cinnamon or that
No.
fake ass artificial?
Fake ass
cinnamon flavor?
artificial.
Oh my God.
100%
No, I'm not coming
artificial.
to your birthday
It
party.
just tastes like fire. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Nope, I'm out.
fireball. Have you had fireball before? That's not real. That's
Yeah.
fake.
It's fake as shit.
Well, listen to me. All I see is cinnamon cheesecake, and I'm like, oh, that sounds delicious. But then I see fireball, and I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
So that's why I was clarifying.
With a nice heartburny finish. That will
Yeah.
last the day.
If you
What
love
about- what-
fireball? Have you ever had a
It should
rum
make me
chata?
sad.
I love rum chata.
Rum shot is legit.
Apparently,
Psychosis!
if
I had it underneath a table at a wedding.
We totally did. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But if you mix fireball and rum chata, apparently
Eh.
quite tasty.
Psychosis cake though. What would psychosis? What do you think your cake?
Psychosis
if you were a
cake
cake,
is like you cut into it and then like metal filings come out of it.
there's,
No,
there's a nail file in
That's
there.
Yeah, y'all are fucked up.
Oh my god. But yeah, psychosis.
But
What
if you
cake
get
would
around
you
the
be?
metal, it's got like this nice like rusty.
Yeah. No, I'm asking seriously, psychosis. If you were a cake, what would you be? Rum chata and fireball taste like cinnamon toast crunch. I can see it.
It kind of does.
Dude,
It does.
Last night I was stoned and I really wanted some cinnamon toast crunch, but I disagree. I don't
What-
like the fake cinnamon flavor.
What
I
is
like
what's the taxes on marijuana products in Oregon?
Oh, it's
Pretty
it's-
reasonable last I
it's-
checked.
It's actually pretty high.
I mean, it's high, but
But-
Not as high as
cheaper
Illinois.
than-
What you okay? Would you let the person who actually buys it explain? Because what do you know?
Honey with
Anyway.
vanilla frosting. What? No, I disagree with your cake psychosis. I'm sorry.
So the taxes they're there, but it's all rolled into the price. So when you go there and you like want a gram or something, 3.5 grams of something, it's just in the price.
So if it
But
says
you
it's
can totally
$25 for a gram of vape liquid weed, it's $25. There's no taxes on that because it's already in that price point.
The tax is included. So yeah,
Motherfucking
they just
cheap.
give you
For,
they
for
just give you a flat.
0.75 grams of that of the vape stuff in Illinois, it says it's $50, but it ends up being $80.
Well, okay, no, like I'm just saying that. Shh. God, you see what he does to me?
I know.
In our dispensaries here, the price you see is the price you pay. Like they include the taxes
That is
and
so
everything
awesome.
is
We got off topic
all
on that.
cash only and
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, Illinois isn't
Yep,
cash
and-
only. That's insane. They actually take card.
I
Only
think
debit.
They're trying to change that here, but
Yeah, there was problems with like how
Yeah, it is. It's
like,
still federally illegal.
companies didn't want to have it going through.
No,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a scheme. You put your card in and you just do a cash back, a really large cash back, and then they just give you change. So you don't actually buy
Oh.
anything. You just do a cash back. I know,
Yeah,
what a
that,
scam.
Okay, that's a loophole.
It's no
But
more of
I
a
thought
loophole than
Psychosis-
the ATM being in the fucking store.
Anyway,
All right,
the
we
thing
have.
I was gonna say
That's true.
was
When
that-
before I went to California, I had to stock up, and I used like out of desperation, I used the ATM that was inside the store because I didn't want to fucking drive to the other side of town to use the free ATM. And yeah, it was like $3.50 though. It's not that bad. I've paid worse.
what I was gonna say though.
So I gotta go on a brownie vanilla frosting. See, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, wait.
All I'm saying was that when I was buying fucking shit ass weed in my apartment way back in the day, it was more expensive than here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We've got
That's fair.
primo shit here.
All right, good.
That was literally the only thing I was waiting to say.
Home of the $40 ounces.
Ooh, wow. Fuck.
Yeah, actually get a lot for-
I'm gonna get
you'll
arrested.
have to. We can.
We'll talk.
take you over there, but you'll have to.
I-
Yeah,
we'll
the
talk.
town where
We'll
I
talk.
work, $40 ounces.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
ounces.
Don't worry. Let's go. Okay. Do you guys agree that Psychosis is a brownie
was
with
so
vanilla
short
frosting?
back
Now, there's a couple reasons.
I shit you not, $40 for an ounce.
I don't know, man. I don't think he's brown. I don't think he's a brownie vanilla. I think he's something else.
Dude, I would totally eat a brownie with vanilla frosting. And what's wrong? Well, okay, so a brownie really isn't cake though. Cake.
It's not.
But not everybody.
No,
likes
they're
cake.
gonna get into the fucking technicalities of what makes a cake and makes a cookie and what makes a bread. Like, fuck, no. I don't want to play that game.
I would
Although
say.
I will say that, like, Wonder Bread is cake.
I would say he's a sponge cake.
What is he soaked in?
No, he
From
absorbs
ta-ta.
everything around him. There has to be a shank in it. We already talked about it. He has a nail file.
Adam
Why a
was
shank?
right.
Why a shank,
You're right the
actually?
first
Not a
time.
nail file. She's
Nail
just
file
thinks
is
he's
more
a
efficient. You can make a shank with
Okay,
a nail
but, like,
file. If
yeah,
you teach
it's
a
not that
man to
purpose.
make a snake shank,
he can
Then he'll
stab
never
for
go hungry.
days.
yeah,
You can just give him a toothbrush. And...
because he won't go hungry because he'll take somebody else's food.
That's not funny. The American penal system isn't funny.
American penis system.
The penis system is hilarious.
The penis system.
I
I
didn't say penis.
forgot how toothbrush systems work in prison. It's fine. It's fine. I'll still stand by my statement. Week old cum cake. It's the best kind of cake. We digressed into that one. Where were we before? We were at
Wait, what kind of cake would you be?
I said German chocolate.
You didn't say
You
that.
didn't
I
say
said
shit.
it right up front, like an hour
Oh, that's
ago. I
easy.
feel my heart says yes.
Okay, so we've got on one end of the spectrum German chocolate. On the other end of the spectrum, we have
Cum.
semen cake.
week old.
Not semen.
That's a week old.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
a
all
lot
dry and
of.
crusty.
That's
It
a
needs
load
you need
of
that
fourth
crunch.
dimension.
The crunch is important.
I am
Urinal
okay.
cake? I can see urinal
cake.
That was a map I made in StarCraft
Oh my
too.
God.
Legit. I made a
It
StarCraft
wasn't-
map called Urinal Cake Wars, and it was awesome. Hit all the fucking triggers. You spawned units. You had to get the different flavor urinal cakes. There were stronger unit types. It was awesome. I wonder if I still have it. I doubt it. Fuck it. Is a semen cake made out of a sock?
Well,
No, you just
the
use your
sock is like
curtain.
the outside.
Nah, use your
You
curtains.
have to bite through the sock to get to the delicious interior.
God, I can't. I can't.
Sits in a shoe. Well, all right. Fuck it. Let's go with the fuck you.
It's the fuck you of the week.
It's the fuck you of the week.
It is.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I
First
just
up.
realized I don't get to hear the fun audio from that.
I'll sing
Why,
it.
why not?
Fuck
Aren't you in that thing still?
Fuck you.
No, I had it muted because I didn't want to hear you twice.
No, I muted
see.
myself.
You're fine.
Okay. I think I muted myself. I did not. Now I
You
did.
didn't.
No,
but I
I
fixed
didn't.
it.
No, I didn't. All right. So, what do we got here? Sorbo Gate incoming. Oh, Sorbo is a fucker. So, he has said this. So, some reason, Kevin Sorbo really hates California. Probably because all the liberals apparently are there, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool to hate on California.
I guess.
Gotta really stick it to the libs.
He made an American flag with MS Paint, so he's clearly been watching the show. And he drew
nice.
he blurred in.
You have the right number of
Yeah, he got rid of a
stripes on
star.
it, unlike somebody else.
Yeah, he used Sam's technique of taking a photo online and then putting it into MS Paint.
Oh,
So
that works pretty well.
Sir, that is slander.
Because he can't get a job in Hollywood. That makes sense, actually. I wonder if that's why. He just hates California a lot. And he used the black tool, and which is never mind. And he circled
the black tool.
like he painted black ink all over.
That's
one
like
of the
something that
What,
was
like
made in
that
the
pencil? The
60s
pencil
to.
yeah, the pencil or marker tool.
You had Black Dracula, we had Black Frankenstein, Black Tool.
But yet still a god. Oh my god. Never mind
I
again.
mean, definitely still a god.
He got rid of one of the stars, which was just like
Black Falcon.
he
Which
says
one
American
was it?
flag with 49 stars because California. He got rid of the California. Yeah. Then he said it's a shame COVID happened and stopped all those free democracy protests that were happening in Hong Kong. Wow. First off, COVID didn't stop it, and they still were doing it for as long as they could. But it was a year-long battle, and it did just had, I think they're even still going on. It's just that they're not making news over here. And then I hate you, Kevin Sorbo. Remember, violating community guidelines is more important than exposing the 1 million people enslaved in gulags by Chinese regime. This guy.
I don't have it set to fade right now. This guy sucks ass.
This guy is so bad. So fucking bad. I hate Ted Cruz. Maybe Lucy Lawless got invited to parties he didn't. I kind of believe it. I mean, what a fuck. Next.
The thing that
Go ahead.
Kept saying was that like Kevin Sorbo got like a head injury, and then that's when he started getting really weird. Or something happened.
Did he find God again? I thought he always was religious to a degree, but he went over the batshit crazy. I think he did it just because Hallmark Channel and all these Christian motivated groups are giving him the roles he needs to make money still. I think that's it, because he never was a big movie star.
By toning the libs.
You know, that does totally make sense, because I mean a lot of politicians do that too. They play to the audience that they have.
Well, and the thing, and I think he drank the Kool-Aid though, so now he actually believes it. I think that was his starting downfall. I think he was only in one actual movie that made it to big screens, and it was a parody movie of 300. I think that was the only time he was ever on the big screen. He's always been in TV, and his TV roles after Andromeda, I think, were pretty shit. I think he was in Walking Tall 2, which was the sequel to Walking Tall with The Rock, so he kind of replaced him for a direct-to-TV movie. And then
walking extremely tall.
He hasn't really done anything. I think he was in actually The Guild, which was a web show, and he kind of went on the whole like nerdism thing, which was smart. He should have stayed on that course, but I think he fell off it now because he went such batshit crazy.
Let's see.
Ted Cruz.
2017. Dude, fuck that guy.
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz sucks ass.
He's mad at Kamala
More than
Harris for avoiding the Biden cages during the border visit.
They're just gonna keep hating on Kamala Harris, huh? That's like the hill that everyone's gonna die on.
Yeah.
Kamala.
Kamala. But the thing is, those cages weren't made by Biden at all, and I think they should be actually dismantled.
Biden cages.
Biden took a hammer, and he just like he worked that steel. They made those cages.
I know, it's oh my god.
Wait, serious question though, like that's still going on?
Yeah,
it's always going to go on.
It's going to go on for a while.
They got nothing else to go with. They have nothing else going on.
Well, there's a thing.
Miss Timbo, that's what I'm saying. You got to say comma la.
Okay, so here's the thing with the cages though. They took all these kids and they put them in these cages. They took the parents and either deported them or put them in cages. Now the cages still exist, and there's kids.
This is what they've always been doing, though.
Right, they have been doing it, but now there's kids in cages. How the fuck are they going to find these parents?
They don't. This has been a thing people have been yelling about for like over a decade.
This should be a top.
This
should be a top priority.
There was a
really top men on this.
Like promising statistic. I don't remember it offhand, but there's been a ton of lawyers.
You don't remember it? Make it up.
Been working to reunite the kids with their parents, and they've just been doing it for free. And like a huge amount of
Get that cred.
children have been reunited, if not with their parents, then with the relative that is in the United States. And so that's promising, but
It needs to be expedited. It's been a year.
It's
it's been a half a year. It's been a half a year. Yeah. So, but I like how they're called Biden cages. I thought that was just kind of funny. He quoted that Biden cages.
I'm gonna look up Biden cage. See who's the first person to do that. And I hope it's a Johnny Cage version of Joe Biden. But I don't think that's what I'm gonna get.
That would be badass. This next one.
Of course, it comes from Fox News.
Of course it does. So this next one is gonna cause some discussion. Now, when I put this next one up,
anyway,
I really implore people to let's look back and think on it. But I'm also gonna say fuck you.
We'll ponder.
People are saying Dungeons and Dragons is racist and sexist.
Well,
yeah.
Like if you're like running the old shit, kinda.
How
but also
kinda?
It was made in the 70s.
Well, it's also, but the whole.
But they're talking about
trope of
5e,
it
by
is,
the way.
like,
Well, some of that stuff still survived into 5e, but it's not like.
But what stuff of it? Isn't everything you do based on the campaign?
Yeah, I mean, people who it's
Run
as
it.
racist as the person who's running the game makes it, right?
Right. But they're
So,
saying
but
because
I mean, like some of like, oh god, like
I need examples,
the
baby.
classical depictions of fucking like goblins as being like lower teeth jutting out, warlike people. Oh no, sorry, orcs. Sorry,
I was gonna say
warlike people. The drow. Now I know everyone's like, the dark-skinned evil people. Oh, it's what an easy target, but like.
But they're elves.
The drow.
They're elves.
no, it's
No,
like,
they're elves that live underground who didn't turn white for some reason. They turned black.
Right. It's jet black though.
It is
And
jet
they're
black.
elves.
It's okay. There is a good one though. We do have one good one. His name is Drizzt, and he's
Yeah.
great. He's the good one.
But
is there a Z in his name?
There's multiple.
There's multiple Z's in his name.
Now the drow, people are mad about the drow. The new Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance game, the goblins in there are doing some like, they were doing something. I need to look it up because I don't remember what it was, but a reference to like African people hand gestures to each other, which made some people mad.
What were those hand gestures? I need examples.
I know, I do too.
So I know people are claiming
I just
things.
didn't give a fuck.
No, Toby, you played first edition, right?
First edition was probably.
I even have first edition books.
Yeah,
They
that's
said-
where it was chunky, but
they
like
said-
it didn't really get
Yeah.
fucked up until people started writing books about it.
Right. So
Not
fuck
like
the
the rule
books.
books.
Fuck the rule books is all that they're really contesting right now. They're not talking about the fiction. So
Yeah.
So in first edition, they said, this is what someone said, that female, if people were playing a female character, they don't get the charisma skill, which was a trait, or Billy's trait.
Yeah.
They get the beauty trait.
But are they equal though? Like
No.
Well,
Well,
I mean, men and
does it-
men and women in the older editions had totally different stat spreads.
Yeah, a little.
It was
But
generally better to play a guy.
But I looked at the book and I couldn't find the beauty.
But you do have different starting spreads.
Charisma
Also, it
wasn't
mattered
there.
for age too. No, I mean like what your stat bonuses and penalties were.
Right, they had different stats.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But that's not a racist issue. That's a gender. That is the
But-
consequence of the
but
time it was
the
made.
biggest
and the way
thing-
that people were thinking about shit.
But the first edition also was him making it in a notebook in high school, college maybe.
Yep.
And it didn't really become
It-
popular till
Imagine
second.
the tabletop game we would have made when we were like 20.
Yeah, sorry, I only have AD&D.
And we were trying
I
to
only
be
have
cool.
advanced D&D. I don't have. I'm not referring to original D&D. Sorry, advanced D&D.
Original D&D was
original.
built off of chainmail, which had its own problems. But
No, you know what? D&D had its problems when they still had THACO. All right.
2-hit AC 0 was not a bad system. It's just, you have to do some math. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck that.
Okay, well, he grew up in the
Was
Midwest.
not like a.
I know, that's the problem. That's the whole thing.
Was he?
Like,
Was Gygax? Oh, Gygax said some shit. Now he said the last thing I saw, which
Gygax
also
has said some shit.
he has said some shit. But all the posts that I saw that people were referencing was from 1999, and also Gygax is dead.
Yeah.
So, and
Like,
Gygax died during
there's
2.5. He didn't even.
The,
he didn't even
the
have to do
problem
with
isn't that the game itself is racist. It's I think
like the players.
there are groups of people who have joined. Yeah, it's the players,
It's the
right?
players.
It's like groups of people who are like really grasping onto some of the older concepts of that thing, and then like.
No, I don't
running
even think it's
hog wild with
concept.
it.
I don't even think it's concepts. I think they're thinking on the whole thing of the Olympics. Let's say the Olympics, how male and female are separate, right? In the Olympics. And I think they're now grasping onto those. Well, a guy is going to naturally be stronger, and they're going to push it. But then again, if you ever read on Reddit the D&D
And
horror
women are
stories,
naturally more beautiful.
We'll
So-
distract you with our boobs.
It's true.
I mean, someone could try that in a campaign, but that would usually get someone shot.
You get a charisma bonus.
No, you do not. I
Until
think
you're older, and then you go real bad into the negatives.
I think the issue with the D&D thing in itself is there's so many homebrew rules that you can do, and
Well,
it's
that
just
too.
like it's just a base rule set on how to roll the dice in certain ways. That the game itself, I mean, obviously there's additions on, like when you make a new edition, it does change how spells work a bit, and it changes how you attack a little bit, and it changes your movement a little bit. But in the term of player creation, monster creation, and the general story, that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Watch my ATFDA because I think they were attending meetings for separatists in the 70s. Yeah, but that was also what do you call it? I just got distracted by something.
Let's see.
I saw a lobster was texted to me. I think throwing Gygax, that's like,
Oh.
know what the Gygax argument is about?
Word, Pat.
Gygax argument
That's
is
it.
about
That's what I
is similar
Yeah.
It's
to
inherent in the
Nox.
genre.
It's like hating on Nox's
No.
comments for Minecraft when he has nothing to do with it anymore. He hasn't had
It's
anything to
actually
do with it.
from Chicago.
I
It's
think
Illinois.
I just kind of looked it up real quick just so I could get like a foothold on what people are getting to. But like
It was
most of it is just not. It's not even D&D specific, right? It's like
Not the ones I was looking
fantasy
at.
as a genre
Right,
has
it's like
been
the same way
wrought
that Harry Potter
with
is
issues,
racist.
But I
and then
think
people take that and bring it into the
no,
game.
no, the one I saw today. This is what happened today. Is they were tweeting a lot of old Gary Gygax quotes and saying that what was it? A lot of a game created by, I just learned a term today, cishet. I didn't know that was a thing. White cishets made for white
Okay.
cishets.
Cisgender,
Is always-
heterosexual.
Yeah, I just learned that today. Is because it was made by that and it wasn't inclusive during its creation, that it's gonna always inherently be so. So
You know, I'm sitting here and reading about some of the things that they're trying to address with D&D, and I think they're actually better changes. Like
in which
kind of
ones?
getting rid of racial attribute bonuses and saying
No,
like,
they're-
you
no,
just
they- no, you-
adjust your own attribute
No,
bonuses.
no, no. They still have attribute bonuses. They don't have attribute negatives.
Well, I mean, no, I mean even like some of the stuff that they're talking about, what they're going to start trying to change.
Oh, they're gonna change because I thought they got rid of the negatives already, and they were gonna.
No,
Well,
what
that's
they're
a-
going to try to keep are more of like the flavor things that you have for your racial bonuses, right? Like
Well,
okay,
why
dark
not?
vision, sure.
Why not? Why
But,
not
like-
for it though? I expect an orc to be better
Well,
strength
it's because
than
people want to be able to
constitution.
do shit like
They
a
can.
gnome who's a barbarian that doesn't get completely ruined because the stat bonus isn't alright.
But that's part of the flavor of it all, isn't it? That's the whole point. It's a race of the character. A gnome is small. An orc is
the
huge.
argument that can be. It's the argument that can be made though that like it's the thing that we're like the woke people are about, right? Because like yes, there are people who are in subsets and generally this is true,
This
but
one,
that
yeah.
doesn't mean that every single person in that subset is true for.
Right, and it's right. It's not true for that, but that way, well, that's why you have 16 stat points you can allocate to how you want to make
But
it
now
not
you're
true.
stuck with these suboptimal build.
No, you don't need to min max every fucking game. It's a story.
You need to min max everything.
So I'm saying like a gnome should like if I saw an orc and he's like a beefy boy and he has 8 strength, but he's dictated as a beefy boy, and he had no benefit because everyone started at 10, 10, or 8, 8, 8, or 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board, and then you just distributed your stats how you want. It makes no sense. Because here's the thing. So you got rid of your negatives. Fine. Now you're going to get rid of your positives. When I played a drow...
Not rid of.
What do you mean not rid of?
You just assign them however you want.
Fine. So, I mean, like, you just assign however... When you had -2 constitution, +2 dexterity, +1 strength, you already are at a stat bonus higher. You could just shift some shit around. It would have been fine.
Yeah. I think, like, the more I'm reading about it, it is a combination of, like, profiling. If you want to make the best kind of this character, you should choose these races, which is a problem that has existed in D&D. Like, I won't lie, but like, it's people bringing in fantasy tropes from outside of D&D and really fucking it up.
No, my thing is,
D&D is now held responsible for trying to address some of that.
The reason I'm having issue with it is the sheer fact and let's bring up World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft basically got rid of character identity and class identity. It became...
they had problems with their orcs too, though,
well, no, not even that. Just in general, because they tried to balance and make everything so simplified and nothing that they made it so much that your character didn't even matter anymore. So you could be like, I just need a DPS. You didn't care if you had a rogue, you had a shaman, you had a mage. It didn't matter anymore. The only modifier
like
would be...
no matter what you're in.
Right.
Oh, wait. So that's stupid. Like, if I'm understanding you correctly, like, if you were like a mage or an arcanist or something, like, you would have the same abilities potentially.
Not
as, like,
same
warrior?
usefulness. Same.
You would have
usefulness.
some abilities that would let you fill the same role.
Yeah, so you'd be like, okay, let's say I need to do
You're
a
a
dungeon.
muscle wizard.
Let's say I was doing a dungeon. Me having a mage and a rogue and a hunter as a DPS would not really change how I do that dungeon than if I had a rogue, a warrior, and a paladin as a damage dealers, because the class identity is gone. Everything's generally the same. You can do everything the exact same way because the class identity is gone. And they already did that with race identity by removing all their benefits too, where it doesn't matter if you want a Draenei in your group or a human or an orc or whatever, because of the race identity is no longer. And that's kind of the fun of creating a fantasy world, is that they have these race identities of being like, you need this orc. Having an orc, like, we could take the gnome. Now, he might be able to get all those crowd control effects better, but that orc might deal a little bit extra damage to make the fights go faster. So that class identity is like, now which one do I want to use? And they got rid of it. And it sucks now.
Yeah,
and now people are playing classic more than retail because the class identity exists in classic.
Like, people are dragging in the real world problems and then going like, but that reflects into this game. What if we treat this game like it's the real world? Look at these issues.
No, Monk could maybe tell me this. Is this an issue in Warhammer? Because I will tell you with their orcs, but their orcs are with a K.
Oh yeah. Well, those are the best orcs, right? 40K, because they paint things red, it makes it go faster. I love the story, the way that their magic works is just because they believe in it. Like, if they believe something, it makes it true. It's so good.
The music stopped. I think what do you call it? Why did that stop? Keep going. I think
it's just why red things go faster.
This thing with this whole thing is they're bringing in real life issues to a game that's a fantasy. It's a fantasy world. Now, in the original edition, male and female thing, yeah, that's really ridiculous and dumb.
It's a little fucked. And then some of the characterizations in like the novels were a little bit fucked. But
the drow, for instance, are these like blood demonish, not demon, but I'm gonna use that for no better
spider, please.
Yeah, they're spiders.
I love a spider god.
Dark elves.
Yeah,
they're sexy S&M spider god.
So why isn't Warcraft getting heat for the night elves versus the high elves at this point? One's like purpley and darker, and one's the high elves.
Are the night elves inherently evil?
The drow don't technically have to be inherently evil.
All the drow up until a certain point.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, they look a little bit more purple.
No, the high elves. The high elves are, because the high elves became blood elves and they are on the horde. And they've been doing some really shitty things. So yeah, the white elves are bad this time. And the dark elf, Warhammer even has dark elves.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fantasy thing. Everybody had dark elves.
Well, doesn't Skyrim too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my point is...
But the dark elves aren't evil.
Oh, and what about in Tolkien?
Tolkien has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Right, but that's like
Tolkien-
half of what all this shit is based on.
You're right.
Yeah.
So
No, you're not wrong. Remember to have what halflings used to be called.
What were
But
they
like, it's a fantasy problem. It's a fantasy world problem because we've been writing fantasy books since like the 1920s.
okay, but like, look,
I-
is it inherently a problem if the certain people who enjoy this kind of bullshit, if like,
Well, I mean, like my game I run with Tool
maybe-
isn't racist.
maybe
No, it's
like,
definitely not.
I don't think I'm gonna articulate myself very well. It's just gonna come out wrong.
It's again, this is a problem that lies mostly in people who are like trying to adapt other things into their
No,
games.
yeah, they're
it's not
trying
on
to-
the game itself necessarily.
It's on the player because they're projecting their fucking political beliefs.
Yeah, or
Uh,
the DMs who are injecting their
totally, and it's
shit
not,
into the
like,
game.
It's not the game's job
to tell people how to play
I mean,
it.
like, my God, if you're playing as the Third Reich and you're doing that, then maybe sure.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
that's the
but
problem.
it's-
People. I
It's
think
like these elves have like literal black skin and white hair. Like it's obviously fantasy. There's magic, for God's sake. Like it's not the same.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
stupid.
it's people projecting their own beliefs into this thing to try to make a fucking whatever, to feel empowered or dumb or whatever, and that people having issue with it, I don't even think it's that either. I just think they're projecting real world issues onto it and trying to fit into this puzzle, like trying to fit their puzzle piece in a spot that I don't think fits at all.
Like how do you make goblins being articulate and talking okay about like murdering them en masse because they're obviously evil, but like like it's like when you think about it hard, that's where it starts getting weird.
But I don't think anything is inherently evil. They're just a common foe, because if there are some good goblins, there could be. You know how there could be good goblins?
One of the good ones.
The DM, no, like good aligned goblin. They just say, hey,
I know.
there's a friendly
there's
goblin.
characters now.
Yeah,
You look at the Harry Potter.
it's like a Jawa.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a friendly Jawa, and then sometimes you get an evil Jawa you have to murder.
Yeah, that's called devils. That was Devil's character.
That's
He was
called
an evil
Jawas.
Jawa.
That's
Yeah.
just all Jawas, actually.
But I saw it today, and people, I think the person even deleted their original tweet about it. Yeah, Star Wars. What's going on, Johan Nielsen?
Sand
Star Wars,
people are not
we
a
played a-
problem. They are
We
a
played a
problem.
Star Wars campaign, and one of my friends played a Jawa who went off the fucking rails. Yeah, but he was an evil bastard. He still is. I think, again, the people
fair.
standing on this fucking thing shouting, fix this, fix that, when inherently it's a game that has rule
Just
sets.
do
of
it in your own game at home.
Yeah, it's just about the rule
wanna fix
sets.
that
Just
problem?
say, roll the dice.
Just fix it. You can do that. People do that all the time.
Imagine playing a Jawa. Well, if you can imagine a Jawa playing, he wanted to everything, and he wanted to steal everything, and he wanted to have everything, and when anyone asked him for anything, he always said he had nothing. He was the cheapest bastard you could possibly. You couldn't get a fucking credit off him, and there was a lot of credits, and he wouldn't even cop up 5, and people had thousands. That's the Jawa. No, he was a Jawa,
No,
which
he was
is
a Jawa.
which
Which are
is-
the goblins of
the.
No.
No, I would say they're not goblins. They're pretty friendly-ish. I think they hate conflict.
Yeah.
But he actually became a Sith
That's
fucker,
true.
so he started using some shit. It was pretty
A
funny.
little Sith Jawa?
I know, right?
Hate it.
I know. With his little
Kick-
scrawny
kick
Kick that
hands.
dude into a tree.
If you Google Jawa, you get a bunch of fucking pictures of
It's right Star
motorcycles.
Wars. Oh, it's-
Really?
yeah.
You get
Star Wars.
motorcycles?
Yeah, it's like I got like one Star Wars thing, and the rest
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, they
These
are
motherfuckers.
motorcycles. Why are they all motorcycles? Jawa 42? This ruined Jawas for me. I'm sad now.
Sorry.
They're sand people.
What if Jawas are real and they were sitting on their room playing as a human? I mean,
What did you call them?
They're sand people.
Sand people are Tuscan
the
Raiders.
first movie, when they talk about wait, that's what Tuscan Raiders
They're
aren't they?
Tusker Raiders,
Well,
buddy.
the Jawas live in the sand too.
They were.
I don't know,
They
all
didn't
look
call
the
them.
same to me.
They didn't call them Sand people, but they're Tuscan Raiders. And I love Tuscan.
Yeah,
if only one of them played. Someone played that.
Tuscan Raiders are the boys. They shoot at you and then they go yell.
Hey,
while
if
holding
you ever
guns up.
gonna do a Star
That's
Wars
not wrong,
campaign,
right?
I'll play a Tuscan Raider. I'll play a Tuscan Raider. I'll play him true.
They undulate and then they raise their gun up and down, and
Yeah,
that's
don't
totally
they have
fine.
slug throwers sometimes? I don't remember.
Slug throwers are the boys. Jedi don't know what to do with a slug thrower.
Yeah, I always gotta have
I'm
backups.
defending slug throwers because I used the slug thrower way too long in a Star Wars campaign because I believed in it.
At least you wanted to believe. You believe.
I know, that gun sucked ass. You couldn't crit for shit. God. Why even have it in the game?
Take out Jedi.
Well, that answers.
No, it didn't even give me a bonus against them.
How do you take isn't it summer for snowmobile driving license test?
Do you live in like Antarctica? Like.
I don't know the rules of what that even implies.
Are,
I didn't
are
even
they
know.
in a?
Well, looking at
Are
their
they
name,
in like in Australia?
Looking at their name, I've deduced that they perhaps are of Danish or Swedish ancestry.
That still makes no sense. They're on the right side. They're on the summer side of the globe.
I didn't know snowmobiles
and
had
they live
license.
somewhere where you have to have a license to operate one.
Wait,
I
yeah.
had to have a license to operate one in Minnesota.
Do we?
Oh, I thought it was like a 4-wheeler.
Well, oh wait, no, it's because I didn't have a driver's license.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, do the snowmobile have their
I
own?
think my license still says that got snowmobile qualification.
Why don't you show it on stream?
Johannes, give it up.
Yeah, I'll show you. Do you want
Where
the
in the
numbers
world are
off
you?
of it?
Yeah, I want your social more than anything. I'm adding
No,
you as a
it's not on
beneficiary.
this
Don't
one.
worry.
It didn't. I don't think it came over after the Minnesota license.
I was gonna say, do I need a snow? I'm looking it up. Do I need a
No, you don't.
snowmobile?
Now,
No,
if you
I
Class
mean-
C will let you drive a snowmobile.
You don't need a license for like a jet ski?
Oh, it does. It says I do need one.
Oh.
I thought you didn't need. I thought you only needed one if you didn't have a standard driver's license. 'Cause I'm pretty sure. Let me read the. Let me just read the Class C description.
There's 32 pages of this. I don't think I'm gonna be reading all of this. But my God, it's expensive to
Look,
file.
I'm allowed to drive any single vehicle that weighs less than 26,000 pounds.
Was that with you on it or without it? Or without you on it?
If I'm on it, then it's fucked because all the
Yeah,
vehicles
I was
weigh
gonna
more
say,
than
right?
26,000 pounds.
All right, that's it for this. There we go. Fuck
Look.
the week, everybody.
Yeah, end of the story. Star Wars ain't racist necessarily. Nothing's
you.
racist. It's the people who run it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, whenever you're doing tabletop, everyone has homebrew rules anyway. It's up to you to that. Who
Just
sings it?
put
That
in
was
the
Lark.
ones you want. If there's something you don't like,
Take it
drop
out.
the X card, whatever.
No, that's Lark. It's Lark Lounge, not Lucy. Nope.
Oh god, there's too many larks.
It's the fuck you of the week.
There's two. They're not even the same.
I know. For a while, it fucked me because I thought they surely knew each other.
Are you ready for some wine? I could go for some wine.
Yeah, I could go for some wine.
Let's go down to the wine cellar, boys.
My wine. Ah, yes, the wine cellar.
I gotta fix
Fantastic
your
place.
camera. I gotta fix your
No, you
camera.
don't.
It's
My
fine.
camera's so good. Look at this.
I forgot I increased your resolution, so everything went to shit.
Ah.
There we go. We got it working. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. That's what I get for trying to make it look better.
Good enough. .exe.
So we're fuck the chat room thingy. Move down there now. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. I'll have to fix it one of these days, but not today.
Check this shit out.
I wonder if I move it, if it will go up.
Oregon raspberry wine.
Oregon?
Oregon.
Yeah. We may find here.
11%. I'm very excited. My wife said, I love that wine. I don't think I remember having it.
We have had we've had their mead. They
Yeah.
make mead.
Oh, mead. Oh, I want. Wait, do you guys have mead vineyard? I don't know what the fuck.
In
with it.
Oregon?
Distilleries.
Everyone
Yeah.
has mead.
Like where I could go buy a bunch of mead.
No, they're made in like this brand for sure. I know makes mead.
Yeah, if you go to a
but-
Made in Oregon store, you can buy it.
I'm drinking Where's the focus there? 19 Crime, Southeastern Australia. Red
That's
wine.
a very small bottle.
It is. It's a oneer. It's a oneer.
That's what we started this show with. It was the ideal format, I think, still.
It was, but
It's hard
it's
to
so
find
hard to
after.
find after we go through them all.
Yeah.
But I got that one, so it's fine. Everything's
Now we just
fine.
need to let it breathe.
We gotta let it breathe.
So, also, are you gonna critique my big pour?
That is a good pour. It should look like this.
Pretty healthy pour.
Should look like this, a little half glass. But that's fine. Don't forget to you gotta let it. You gotta
I'm sitting here,
spin
I'm
that fucker.
swirling it.
Yeah, Gotta let it
I'm
move.
sitting here
Gotta let it
swirling the
breathe.
shit out of mine.
Why don't you tell them what we're doing?
All right, so there are 5. Well, there's 5 criteria.
Yeah, let's hear what
Color
those
clarity.
criteria is. All right.
Aroma,
Yeah.
body,
Yeah.
taste,
Hmm.
and finish. So I'm very excited. They're on 5-point scales. The current winner, on my end, best wine ever made, is a Chianti by the Canteen Leonardo da Vinci in Italy. So I'm very excited to see how this rates. That one had a 4.6 overall.
I think mine is 4.6, and it is the Barefoot Spritzer. Was my number 1, followed by a lot of 4.2s.
Fantastic blend.
Which could be a Riesling or even a Chardonnay. No, that's not Chardonnay. A sweet with vin, not the Chardonnay. Chardonnay sucked ass.
I am intrigued by Toby's proposition that
Me
we
too.
do try to do wine pairings with Taco Bell, but that's for a future show, I think.
That's definitely, maybe that will be for when I'm in
which
Uruguay.
which one of the wines have we tasted will go best with a quesalupa?
I feel like it would be, honestly, a white wine.
I beg to differ, good sir.
Really? You think it'd be a red?
I do think the fakey ass
depends. Are
soy
you-
meat of Taco Bell.
Shut up.
Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it.
Doing chicken-based Taco Bell or
No.
beef-based
You-
Taco
no.
Bell?
That's the important.
Or if you fall into my category, the
The
bean-based Taco
beans
Bell.
are a red wine.
No. I would say, yeah, I say red with the beans, but you got to go with the generic A-grade meat, the lowest quality cardboard, and go with that.
Yeah, that's Taco Bell.
That's Taco Bell. You can't go you can't go to fucking Chipotle and be like, I want the fucking tofu whatever bullshit, and be like, this is
Sofritas.
Sofritas are
yeah.
okay, actually.
They
Hey,
can
you know
suck
what?
it.
I went to a Chipotle a couple weeks ago, and they did not have alcohol there.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it was
good.
bizarre because we were gonna get like a beer, and it's like, oh
Yeah,
wait, they
you-
don't have it.
I
here.
don't
Well,
think I've ever
you gotta
ordered a
get
beer
a-
from a Chipotle.
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's
because where you're
expensive
at,
as
I don't
well.
think
It's
they
like
let you.
$4.
They do.
No,
They have beer.
They do.
They have beer.
Yeah.
In Minnesota?
Sure.
You don't have fast food,
Well-
man. Getting slow food be
Well,
terrible.
because he lives like in the fucking Arctic Circle.
Yeah, the
I looked it
McDonald's.
up.
It's like a hour away drive
Yeah, I can see it.
as a treat.
I mean, that'd be nice because honestly, if it
McDonald's
wasn't
is
for
a
that,
special treat.
if it wasn't for the temptation, I maybe would eat probably better. But that's not true.
It's so fast.
It's so fast. I would just drink more. Maybe I would just
All
drink
right,
more.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm aerated.
I am
Which
too.
wine would go best with Taco
So
Bell's
first of
cheese
all,
sauce?
let's look at the color of these things.
Yep. Mine's
Mine, the camera doesn't show it well, but it is
mine's
pretty
jet
transparent.
black. Mine is jet
yeah.
black.
I think you can see my eye through it if I do it like this.
I can see your eye a little bit, but I have to be looking mighty deep into that womb.
Yeah, deep into my eyes.
It's
I
kinda
mean,
like
I
a
think it
dark
looks
pink
good, though.
color. It's not even like red.
Yeah, it's
What-
not red, but I mean,
what-
it's not supposed to be a red wine, so I'm not going to
What-
judge it harshly.
What
for that.
percentage is yours? What percentage are we talking here? What are we-
11%.
Mine's a mighty
Well, that's pretty
14.
low for a wine.
Yeah. Well, it's
Wow.
because this is a gimmick wine.
Sugary.
Yeah.
Mine's a mighty 14.
I'm going to
Alright.
give that a 4 for color.
I like mine. Mine, for a red wine, I expect not to see through it. I should not see light as I look through it. It's perfect. What about the
Alright.
aroma? Well, tell me what your aroma. What are you smelling?
Aroma! Front and back of nose, please. I get
It does
very
make a
strong
difference
raspberry.
aerating this. Oh my god, the smell makes such a fucking difference.
Giving it a 4 as well, actually.
Hmm.
It is definitely. It's not like a fresh raspberry. It's not like I took like a handful of raspberries and like throw it in my nose. It's like raspberry, but if it was like a pie filling.
I think
Let me smell it.
the fuck
It is
am I
that
smelling?
sugary raspberry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think the grapes really overpower it, but I do think there's some other fruit in there. I can't figure out what it is.
Did you sip it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, fuck it, I'll do it.
All right, body.
I give it 4 for aroma, by the way. That's thick. Mine's
This
thick.
tastes like a cider. That does not taste like wine.
Mine tastes like a Malbec.
We get a 4 for that too. It's cloying and sticky. I actually like how this tastes a lot.
I do like the body of this one a lot. It's a healthy body. It's a plumper. It's a chonky
4
boy.
for taste as well. Tart as hell.
Mine is a bit sour, but I think actually it's quite pleasant. I could drink this easy. Let's try the finish again.
Oh, I could drink this all day.
That's delicious.
You
There's more.
you had your opinion on the taste like a full 10 minutes after drink. No, I'm
It's
kidding.
because like
Ooh.
I do this thing. I'm like a toddler, where when I drink wine, I like hold it in my mouth for a while. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I do that too.
So
I do that
it's-
too. Yeah, mine got a 4.4. 4.4 out of 5. That's not bad. That's a good boy. That's one of the better reds we've had lately. We've been getting really fucked over on the
4.2.
reds.
It's
that
not a
this-
good. Here's my conflict. This is
Yeah.
not a wine.
Yeah, it's not a wine. It's a. It doesn't count as a wine. It's not made from grapes.
It does say
What's
it's
it
a
made
wine
out
on the
of?
bottle, but it's
That's
not
a
a
lime.
wine. It's made of
Well,
raspberries.
It's a wine.
But it still could be a wine. Rice wine exists,
But like
and
it
that's not
just
made of
tastes like
grapes.
cider. It tastes like cider.
A wine has to be made from grapes. You're
What
right.
about sake? That's rice wine.
It is rice wine. She just left though before you could hear her good point.
That's not wine.
And mead's wine.
She's
It's
got
literally
opinions.
called in there.
Controversial. Controversial opinions.
They're wrong opinions. They're just flat out wrong. And mead's honey wine.
I feel like I need reviewers tilt though, because like this only got a 4.2, and I still think I liked it better than the Rodney Strong. I feel like it needs to be up there, but I can't argue with the results. The scoring system doesn't lie.
An alcoholic, usually fermented juice of a plant product, such as fruit, used as a beverage.
Yeah. No, she's
I know.
wrong.
She's gatekeeping wine on us right now.
Yeah, I know. But like, yeah, this because it doesn't have apple, so it's not a cider, but it tastes like it's got fucking cider.
Right. Well, isn't cider fermented a different method too? Like you could make apple wine, right? You just ferment it differently. And carbonate.
Oh,
it
I think you
possibly.
mean apple vine,
apple wine. I know she totally gatekeeped wine.
German apple wine,
All right, let's get back. We got a lot
which
of.
I made at home once.
I haven't
Really
even
good.
clicked a lot of his shit. We got a lot to go still. It's already 9. Let's get some shit going.
All right, let's do it.
Gotta get out of the wine
Get out of
country.
this fucking cellar.
Could you ferment me? I could totally ferment you, baby.
You can ferment anything, baby.
All right. We'll just talk
In a
about Code
jar?
Warriors.
Get some yeast in there.
That does change the direction of that. I hate that. I gotta fix this. Hold on a second. Fixing it. Choo!
What are you fixing?
It's just the thing
Oh,
OBS does
the
that
chat
annoys the
box.
fuck out of me. So,
Just gotta make that a
Code
scene.
Warriors, we already had round 1 of the tournament, or the bracket, I should say, last week. Lots of upsets. Kirby lost round 1. Joystick somehow got
was
like the
upset.
first 16 right? Or something dumb like that? Yeah, did you even check your bracket, Joystick?
Let me
Because I'm
let me double check real quick. I assume I did very well.
You did do very well, but it's really going to come down, I think, to this next round. It was going to make and break people, as we saw here. Let me bust out the bust out the
Let's see
TV.
here. I didn't even look at this. I was too busy practicing for the tournament.
So
Oh, look, I'm ranked number 1.
we are with Toby as number 2, Cheeseman number 3.
We're
with
all
almost
tied.
yeah, they're all tied.
But I have better score potential.
You do
Fuck
have
all
better
y'all.
skill, but you're really relying on Rob winning. If Rob doesn't win, you're pretty fucked. That was
Rob
weird.
Rob's the boy. Robots will inherit the earth.
Monk got pretty fucked with Kirby losing round 1. That really ruined his point potential. And Jigglypuff's still in the game, so Tequila has a chance. Rosalina, I think, lost, and that's why Devils is pretty fucked. And see you next Tuesday. Yeah, they're point.
I'm not going to
potential's
see them
terrible.
next Tuesday.
No one will. No one will.
But
But yeah,
how did they do so bad? How did they mess that up so much?
they didn't pick the
They, like,
winners.
They reverse picked
Yeah.
their fucking
Yeah.
bracket.
Wario, I mean, it looks like if Snake wins, it's still going to be pretty heated between Cheeseman, Shorn, and Cheeseman and myself. If Snake keeps
I got
winning,
Snake
we'll be
going pretty
good.
far.
I know you do.
I got Snake up going all way up there. Not all the way. I
Not
think
all the
he's
way,
third.
but yeah, you put him in the third one. Yep. That's it for Code Warriors. Let's talk about a movie. Let's talk about the movie. So we have the watch list. We had to
How good about it?
We had to watch the movie The Perfect Host. I hope whoever watched it, great.
Trying to be a perfect host.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here.
This is a
You gotta
scene.
hold it up in front of your eye.
This is a scene from A Perfect Host. If anyone remembered watching it,
Oh, that movie's so good.
This-
And I remarked on what good dancers they all were.
this is
He's having a good party.
yeah. So this movie, you knew was gonna be kind of like a horror movie in a way.
Yeah.
This movie was good. This movie, like,
But
I knew
I
it was
liked-
gonna be fine, but I didn't know it was gonna be as kind of comedic in a way. I also didn't know it was gonna be absolutely batshit crazy.
They
As it was.
subvert your expectations almost immediately about what the characters are like, and I love it. Because
Yeah,
right,
this-
like this guy starts out, he is like poised to be the murderer,
Yes.
right? He's posed to be the bad guy, and then it's like, oh, actually,
I mean, he is. I mean, I don't think there are any good guys in this
he
whole.
does
fucking
try to
movie.
stab this guy. He does try to stab him.
I think it's the
In fact, he would have been totally fine and gotten away if he didn't try to do that. But that I digress.
I don't think he would have.
We
I
should.
don't think he
Probably,
would have. I think the
we should
second.
probably talk.
Oh yeah. How about you? You always go over the movie.
the
Go
format.
over the format. The rough.
It
the rough
helps
thing.
to talk. Go over the movie. in
Yeah.
order to
Go over the
talk
format.
about
Go
it,
over the
right?
formats.
Yeah. So, our movie starts here with a very sweaty guy. Pretty much. Well, he loves to be in L.A., as we learned from the opening song. But he's riding a bike. He's got a bag, and he's clearly running from something. We don't know what at start. And then, after we get through the credit sequence in the opening, he starts knocking on doors, trying to get into people's houses. Oh wait, no, he goes to a gas station or a convenience store first to get
Yep.
bandages and shit because his foot is bleeding.
Which
And then
everyone's
the
a
convenience
piece of
store
shit.
gets held up,
Yep. As LA does.
as LA does. This guy diffuses it essentially by pulling out his own gun. Good job, good guy. Did you ever hear that story about how all this could be prevented if there was a good guy with a gun?
No, it doesn't
Well,
happen.
there was
That
a-
actually didn't
there
happen
was a
twice.
good guy with a gun.
Remember that happened
And
recently?
it was totally fine. It was very good.
No, it happened recently in real life. A good guy with a
I
gun
know,
stopped a
it's
shooter.
always bad. It's
Yeah,
always
and it went bad.
Guns always make it a situation worse. Anyway,
Facts.
de-escalates the crime. The guy who runs the convenience store holds the new guy up because the news story came on the TV in there that says that he's a criminal. Whatever, he leaves.
That was the least believable part of the whole movie.
No, how the fuck
Where
did
the
he cut his
convenience store
foot?
guy picks up
Where-
the gun off the ground
No,
and he's
where
like,
that, like,
"Rah, motherfucker!"
5'2" white girl is like, give me all your money, and then like nobody just like fucking like runs into her and tackles her to the ground.
What
Like,
if she has
both
a
of those
fucking
dudes are way
gun?
bigger than her.
She does have a fucking gun.
She has
Okay,
a
but
gun.
the guy that was like looking through the chip aisle.
Do you want to be the person who tries to tackle her and then she shoots the convenience store dude?
Okay, but she was like what, like 120 pounds maybe?
She has a
And
gun.
our-
Guns don't
She
care.
has a gun.
She wasn't doing anything with it. She didn't have the balls to do anything.
You don't know that. I don't know that.
I do know that. She's me.
You
It's all for show.
good thing
She
if
didn't
Sam
even
ever
wear
holds.
a freaking mask. Like she's
It
like,
was
"Oh,
a small
look
time
it.
place.
I'm not a lady. I'm a dude.
I'm gonna shoot you now. Except she did. Anyway, that all happens. He gets out. He's whining. He takes like a rag or something to wrap his bloody foot.
How did he cut his foot? I
Uh,
never figured that out. How did he cut his foot?
No, they never said. I
I would love
literally
to know that.
can't figure out a logical way that in a bank robbery he cut his foot.
It
No,
wasn't a
and then,
bank
like, also,
robbery.
like,
It was a smooth bank
Through
robbery.
the shoe.
Oh yeah, it was like a super smooth bank robbery, wasn't it?
Yeah, no breaking anything, no one running, no guns out, just get the money and leave.
Well, and he had like a 3 to 4 inch gash or whatever on his foot.
It looked nasty.
But then, like on the shoe, there was no gash through the shoe. It was just.
Yeah, he
Did
just
he-
got his bare foot
Didn't he
cut,
change
apparently.
shoes? I thought he changed shoes when he did the dumpster thing.
He did change shoes
When?
at the
When-
dumpster.
At the dumpster in the beginning.
Right at the very beginning.
Yeah, he changed shoes.
Okay. well,
Didn't
then
help him very much because that shoe gets bloody anyway. But
shows
Yeah.
How much I was paying attention.
I think it was more of changing
Anyway.
outfits, so he changed it in full.
yeah.
It wasn't fake
So-
blood because we saw there was a big fucking gash.
Yes. So he gets out of the convenience store. He's walking down the street. He's just like knocking on doors, trying to get into a house.
Yeah.
First one he tries is a place that has a Jehovah's Witness thing in the window. He fucks up, says that like he forgot his cross when she's testing him. She's like, "We don't believe in the fucking cross. Get out of here." So he goes next door and knocks on the neck. Well, actually, he goes through next door's mail, finds a postcard. It says stuff like, "Oh, this lady's name. She's in, Australia. This is the guy who owns this name. I'm gonna go to his house. I'm gonna say I'm a friend of Julia, the lady who wrote the postcard, and I'd be like, I got locked out and I've got nowhere to go. Can I please stay with you for a bit?" I already don't understand what this plan is.
His plan was he was trying to get a hold of the girl who betrayed him. He really just wanted a phone.
The girl had betrayed him yet?
No, he did. He did. He knew betrayed him because he said they knew what he was. They said an employee. He saw his face on. They knew who he was, so he couldn't drive his car because they knew what car he had too.
Oh, so that means that he knew that he got tattled.
He got tattled. Right. He didn't know he got tattled by her, but he knew he was caught and he was in his car, so he needed a different car.
Yeah. No, I just remembered that big point of it. If it is him putting it together as he goes to the car dealership towards the end.
Well, he was so confused. He was trying to get a hold of her to help him, so he didn't have to be there. But he didn't want to drive his car anymore.
He needed a phone, and I guess payphones don't exist anymore. And he didn't want to use any of the bank rob money to buy one of those one-off phones. I guess.
No, he dumped his bank robbing in the dumpster.
Oh, I missed that bit.
No, in the beginning.
Honestly,
that's why she had
have it with him.
That's why she had the money.
I assumed that he did a dead drop somewhere else. But
no, he did it in the beginning. He did it in the beginning.
I would have taken.
Have a good night, Johan. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
He's robbing a place. Take a couple of bills.
Sure.
Anyway, he goes to this house with this information, manages to talk his way in. The guy's all very excited. The homeowner.
I'll actually tell
like,
the
we're
most.
Gonna have a house party. You're gonna have these guests.
Hold on a second, Monk. Hold that thought for later. Hold that thought for the end of the film. I have a comment about that. Keep going, Joystick. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. And the guy's just like constantly. I'm sitting there the entire time going, why is he giving so much fucking information? He really should have just gotten the phone, did what he needed to do, and left immediately.
Well, he was trying to say he was Julia's friend.
Anyway, does that. Everything's going pretty well. He's having a couple of glasses of wine. Things are fine. The radio is on, I guess, and it's on a channel where they're going to start talking about a robbery out of nowhere. That's a normal thing.
Yeah, it is.
At which point the guy stops everything he's doing, stands up, walks over to the radio, turns the radio up.
Well, he also says
to it in full.
And then he tells the guy to shut the fuck up.
I know.
So that he can hear this incriminating radio report. Because who listens to the radio?
And then afterwards,
well, he doesn't have a TV.
He starts threatening the homeowner and gets a knife. Which he could have played it off. He could have played it off.
No, he was already doomed when he drank the wine.
Well, I know that in reality he was already doomed at that point.
Yeah, he was already
doomed.
But
as a human being,
yeah, he should have.
He should have.
Yeah.
When he started hearing that radio thing, immediately make an excuse and like, oh, I gotta go and just leave. Just leave.
He should have.
Don't walk over to the radio and turn it up. If you're gonna get up and do something, turn it down.
Keep in mind, he's the hero of this story.
Change the station, man.
He's the fucking hero of the story. In theory, he's not. He's a piece of shit.
I know, but he's a fucking idiot.
He is.
Anyway.
No, wait.
Oh
God, I forgot his name in Frasier.
Niles.
Niles.
David Hyde Pierce.
Right. I think he's the hero, and here's why.
Because he's a psychopath?
What did he didn't do anything.
He never did anything.
Kill anybody. He just fucked with a dude who kind of deserved to
What
be
about the other
Twice.
person in the photographs?
That guy was alive too. That guy didn't die.
He took the money.
Did he ever see?
He just fucked with him. And he took the pictures because that's what got him off.
The black guy?
Yeah, with like the things on his face. No, that guy wasn't dead.
Do we
as
know
far
that?
as we know, we don't know that.
No, but I thought that was the whole thing. Is we thought, oh, a cat.
The thing is, if we want to
that.
get further in, is that he couldn't kill him if he wanted that money. He needed him to get the last piece of it.
Do you think he knew it was the guy with the money in the beginning?
Oh, 100%.
Think? He doesn't have
He's
a
the
TV.
police chief.
Yeah, but he didn't have a
That's
TV.
not that much money though. Like
He didn't have
$1,000.
He doesn't have a TV, but he's probably seen the pictures. heard the news thing.
The news thing that came after.
He probably didn't know about it at first. He was probably going to do the
Well,
same thing he does with
why
other
would he
guests.
Why would he risk his?
But then he knew.
Career as a police chief or lieutenant or whatever he was.
Because he's insane.
Yeah, he's batshit insane.
It literally has a bit in there where the other people who don't exist are telling him that he needs to take these pills so he can function at work.
Here's what makes me think that he didn't kill that other guy. If you saw when someone came to his door and he had to hide all that shit, he had like this whole makeup trunk with like. So why would anybody have a makeup trunk and have?
Because he does it to himself too.
Yeah, he does do it to himself.
But he gets off to it.
You remember when he shows a video of him cutting himself, but then later when he gets pretend stabbed, he shows his stomach and there's nothing?
So again, I ask, what evidence is there that he actually killed this other dude and didn't just do the same thing, drug him and then make it look like he killed him so that he could get his rocks off later?
Or maybe he killed the guy and again he didn't want to do it this time because he knew there was so much heat on him. Or he didn't do it because he's just batshit fucking crazy, which he is. If you remember the scene in the bathroom scene.
How serial killers work.
In the bathroom scene.
Can't believe you're stereotyping serial killers. Damn.
I know.
Yes, the bathroom scene's really good. But we need to get to that because he does get drugged from. That's like when the worm turns originally, and he's like, "I've got a knife. I'm threatening you. Stop doing this weird batshit cleaning the ground thing while I'm bleeding on it. Fuck off." And then he succumbs to the drugs that were already in his wine. Whoops.
He did. And then just lunacy happens forever.
Oh, the entire time. We very quickly learn that Niles sees people who aren't there.
Yeah.
He has a pretty fun group of friends, though.
He does.
And doesn't realize
Chelsea
they're not
and
real.
Monica and Rupert.
I thought it was great
Well,
how
did you notice
the people
that
are
the
there.
cops that follow him around at the end are the same people?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did
Okay,
notice.
yeah.
So no one noticed that when he's like they're eating their plates, he goes in there and he eats it like a fucking monster. He's like, oh,
That's so good.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
So the entire time, he's just like having this party at his house that is going to go, and this is the most hog wild thing because I've been to some parties, but it goes from like dinner time at 8 to 6 in the morning. That's the party schedule. He even shows a nice little photo album of this.
I think it's also
6 in the morning.
Did no one notice that Rupert is the man of reason, like the one who's smart? He doesn't do anything but give him actual solid advice on what he should do. You should fix his wound. He's bleeding
Rupert's
out.
the
So
one's keeping him on track.
He actually does it in a really fucked up way. But I'm actually going to talk about that too, Monk, because there is a thing about that towards the end.
Yeah, each one of those characters is like an element of his personality, right? Like,
so it goes on. Lunacy happens. The whole movie. I mean, there's really not much else besides fucked up shit happens until the chess scene.
well, I do want to give a shout out to the neighbor who notices something is wrong and is just like the least cognizant of any human being of all time.
Fuck that neighbor. Fuck
I
that
know.
neighbor. She
How-
came into his backyard.
She just like enters his backyard,
That's trespassing.
sees a guy who's screaming behind a mask. Well, not screaming so much as like.
Well,
He came up with a good lie, though.
are you
He did come up with a good
Are you
lie.
sure he's all right?
Are you sure?
What if they're
He's
all
not.
just humored? Well, the wife doesn't exist, though, Monk. That's the thing. You're talking about
That's true. She
Frasier.
doesn't.
No, he's
He
talking about
writes his
Frasier.
own postcard
He's talking about
to
Frasier, which
himself.
I also
Wait,
believe.
wife?
In Frasier, it's
Wife
Lilith.
now?
Not Lilith. It's what's her
Oh.
name? What's it? Frasier. It's starts
Oh,
with-
he's talking
I
about
think.
Frasier.
Yeah.
What's her name? Can't remember her name.
Oh yeah, this is just canonical.
They're
Yeah.
calling again. This is actually just like Frasier the sequel.
Yeah,
So, yeah, he plays
probably.
a chess game. The chess game is very important to the story of this movie, right?
Sort of, because like, he's a savant
the-
in chess, apparently.
Well, two things. Because they show the bath scene that is very critical about how the lady's actually playing him as well, right?
Yep.
Where she's like, oh, all I have to do is pretend to be interested and you'll have sex with me? But then they replay that later as the recontextualization happens where she's just like fucking with him to get the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we do.
It's
But-
exactly what women do.
I know, whamming. This
And
is
that's
why
they have a beauty
D&D.
score.
I know. So he beats him at chess, and Niles this whole time has never been a liar. Never been a
Yep.
liar. He sets
He's
him
mad
free.
at the guy for lying about being bad at chess.
He sets him free. Of course, the guy gets mad because Niles taunts him and grabs a knife that's a fake knife, which he should have shown.
Let's be specific. It's an entire samurai sword set.
That's all fake.
Well, apparently, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because he does grab the wasakashi and try to stab him, and it's fake. Well, not specifically just fake.
Right.
Fake set, it's like a staged one where it goes into the hilt when you stab somebody with it.
I think he did that for the movies that he made himself for his old little like senile bullshit. You got to remember, Niles in this movie, even though he's in the bathtub and he's like, he wakes up from being drugged in the bathtub.
And he's fucking his imaginary friend.
He's fucking his imaginary friend. Like, imagine the batshit craziness of not just fucking her, slapping her ass, doing everything you need, and he's grunting. Like, he's enjoying it. He's feeling everything. What a maniac.
I didn't make that.
Who did?
That was Monk. Monk, we got your picture.
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't
Don't
see
worry
it.
about it.
Which one is it though? Is it like, what were the name of them? Like Strudelfuss and
Maris!
Tum Tum?
Niles
Tum
is
Tucker,
Maris.
baby.
It was Maris we were talking about earlier. I just remembered her name.
Anyway, that goes bad.
Yep. Ghost again. Do you ever?
Even though...
Go ahead. Go.
Yeah? Oh, so even though he was like... could have gotten out the door at that moment, but he just couldn't let it go and had to go and... But the guy drove him to it, right? He did sit there and just like egg him on to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
he's a chess master.
My favorite part of the movie is when the actor couldn't keep his accent straight and he would let his southern drawl creep in. And
the main character.
Yeah, not David Hyde Pierce, the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he had like 3 different accents.
Wait, I know his name. It's
fine.
Something.
It's a good story.
Clayne Crawford.
Clayne Crawford, yeah, and Clayne is a fake name, and it like comes from the fucking town in Alabama that he's from, and his acting was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, he gets knocked out. He gets thrown into the bath. He sees guy fucking an invisible person and having a real good time and saying, "Hey, check out this piece of ass. It's a great time."
Love me.
Wakes up in a garbage pile, seemingly with a cut across his neck and cuts on his face, which he finds out is all stage makeup very shortly after.
You notice how he never winced at any of the stuff, though? We took a picture of him, and he goes, and he saw his own picture, and he's like, "What'd you do to me?" And
yeah,
but he never winces at the pain. Like, that was a good touch, that all the things besides the wound on his foot that he received, they're all fake.
Well, yeah,
he never noticed it until he saw the picture of himself.
Yeah, which makes sense because right, it's not real.
But it showed. I mean, that was good. That was
so
good.
So he, understandably excited to get away from this madness, goes and tries to track down his girlfriend who has the money.
This is the fake part. Payphone.
He
Payphone with a phone book. He goes to a payphone with a phone book.
When did
that's
this
still
movie
there?
come out?
2010.
There might be a payphone in 2010.
With a in Los Angeles with an active phone book under it.
Active phone book, no way in hell.
Right.
Maybe
he himself rips it out.
Yeah, what an asshole.
I know.
That's why they're
that was the most unbelievable part. I saw that, I was like, bullshit.
It's a really nice neighborhood.
Clearly.
Anyway, goes to the car rental place where it's supposed to be. Asks, is there supposed to be a pickup at this time? She's like, oh yeah, totally. And then he gets like this idea in his head and he starts calling other car rental places.
I didn't understand that.
Because she made another plan the whole time.
Yeah, she made a different plan and he just thought back about everything that had happened.
And he's like, oh, I'll call all these other car rental
because he's
places.
thinking that she's the one who set him up.
And he was right.
He was correct. So he figures out which car dealership was her alternate plan, goes to the place to pick up her there, waits for her to come with the car, to get the car, ambushes her, steals the money, drives
more
off.
to that. So what happens is...
add me to more.
The cop shows up to Niles' house, and you notice that his accent not only changed, but the way he walked changes. He has a slouch and a little like a fucking... When he's cop mode. And then when he's back to his like crazy ass mode, it's like Niles again.
Yeah, then he's doing the Macarena. Yeah.
And he's doing the Niles thing again. And it turns out that he's the police chief Niles.
Yes. Oh, that's important. Yes.
That is super fucking important. The whole time he was being fucked with by the chief of police, and he's
or whatever local area.
He also believes that the punishment for breaking laws should be so high to deter people, and people should be.
Yeah,
murdered.
he's like, we should be like, what was it, Singapore?
Yeah,
where it's like
Never
a death
said
penalty
ever.
for stealing something.
Yeah, and you're arrested for spitting outside.
Yeah, and then he looks back to get confirmation, and it's just the imaginary people who are like, yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So
he eventually main character guy confronts her, figures out, makes her walk. He takes the cash. He leaves. Niles catches him, says, "Give me the money, and you can go to Mexico." And he's nice enough to even give him a couple $1,000s to go out there.
So yeah, to get past the border. Yeah.
Get past the border. Then it goes. Niles takes the money. He goes home. Couple weeks go by. Somehow the main character got the photo. I don't know how.
Yeah, he got that. He had that earlier because remember when he was sitting on the couch and he found that photo.
Oh, that's right. He took it. You're right. Okay, that's how he got it.
He put it in his pocket.
So he sent it to the other cop guy. The other cop guy's now like, "How was he in your house?" Blah blah blah. Really shitty cop. And Niles then invites that guy for dinner when now the cycle repeats.
I would love to see the sequel of this where he does this shit to this cop, and then for some reason the cop never goes and talks to anyone about it. I want to see the insanity he subjects him to, where he's like, I can't talk about this.
I want to see David Hyde Pierce as a batshit crazy person more. I want to see him more.
No, like it's
stuff.
so good.
He is
like when he's doing a fucking conga line and it cuts dynamically between him doing it with all these people and then him just doing it by himself is really cool.
And his reaction was like, "Oh no, they're all piling up on me," and there's no one fucking there.
Yeah,
oh my god,
no one. Oh my god,
he is magnificent in this role. He did it beautifully. It was such a fun movie. I knew it was going to be a good movie. I didn't know it was going to be this good of a movie. I thought it was going to have a different vibe, and I couldn't stop watching it. I literally just sat and watched it.
Rails it goes.
It's so
like it could have been played straight. It could have just been he's crazy, he sees people, and then he like does this stuff to this guy. But no, he also does the fucking dances and shit.
Yeah, and even the last scenes could have been removed. Like it was a nice touch, I guess, to like the lunacy of how bad he's a cop and everything. And that switch was also interesting, but just the lunacy of him with those imaginary people like stuffing his face with food to emulate eating with them, but he's still batshit. So they're eating, but he's eating for him.
Oh my god,
how he knocks over the chair and that girl falls over and he like ices her head and shit. It was a beautiful fucking movie, and I'm mad it took me this long to watch it because this is up there. I rarely give it. This is 10 out of 10 for me. This was magical. This was fun.
I think it's pretty good. I think it relies a little bit on people being idiots in order for the scenario to work. Like I said, I was mad that he like did that shit with the radio. But
the beginning
otherwise,
sucks.
Once he's drugged, the movie is A+.
Oh yeah. I don't know what you guys thought. Monk, did you watch this movie? Anyone? I know Tessa said she watched this movie. Did anyone else watch this movie? If not, you're fools, and you need to start watching this shit.
You should watch this.
This is good. This is big dick.
I paid $3 to watch it on Amazon Prime in HD, and I did not regret any cent.
$4. It was $4.
It was $3.99.
$3.99 is $4.
$3.99 is $4.
It's worth watching. But now, we must find out.
Cheeseman gave it an 8.
That's respectable.
Elusive rating. That's a top-notch rating.
We got a wheel. What are we watching? Are we gonna? All right. Are we watching this by?
Gonna watch Barfy too?
Are we watching? Should we say this movie needs to be watched by the time I'm in Oregon? Not the next week one, but the week after.
Do you want to try to do that?
That's still like.
That's 2 weeks away.
Like 2 weeks out.
Yeah, the next show.
The next show is next week, but you're doing your special one. We can do it that one too.
Because you're on the road.
Yeah. Do you want to do the road one, or do you want to wait till we're sitting down together?
I would wait.
All right, we're gonna wait. You have 2 weeks to watch this one, guys.
Because when we do my weird thing, I want to do my weird thing.
Yeah. Oh god, no! I don't know what this one is. I know this. Who added this one? Monk added this one. Shit!
Was this the Adam Sandler movie?
I have no fucking idea. Let me take a look. What is Saving Mr. Banks?
Saving Mr. Banks. I don't.
It's the Disney movie. It's the Disney movie. It's about Disney.
Well,
Alright.
how about that?
We're gonna
It's
get
got Tom Hanks in it. How bad can it be?
It has Paul
How bad could a
Giamatti in
movie
it.
about well-noted racist Walt Disney be?
Alright, we're gonna
Well,
watch
yeah,
a Disney
but look,
movie.
these two dudes are pretty prominent.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a bad movie, but I watched Tolkien recently.
Actors
I'm sure it'll be
and,
fine.
and
I
I
bet
thought it
it's
was
just be
very
dry as
boring
shit, right?
and dry. Yeah, but we'll be
Yeah.
fine. We're men of culture.
Watch
We'll
it
be
on
fine.
Lifetime.
We'll be men of culture. We'll be fine. I'll watch it on the road. He'll be.
Emma Thompson is great.
Eh.
Rest her zombie bones.
Zombie Bones.
All right, let's
Oh,
Only
talk.
wait,
some
shit,
bones are
I'm
zombie
sorry,
bones.
I'm thinking of Natasha Richardson. I don't think Emma Thompson is dead. Sorry.
I'm just
Oh, she's
amused
not.
by the idea of zombie bones because those are different than skeleton bones.
As we talked about,
I got it from Futurama. so-
next week we are going to do a Monday show, so tune in for that. Joystick's hosting a special edition. I'll be on the road for it, and Joystick will be doing it. Let's just pop that in to get that button out of the way. Let's talk about.
It's true.
Oh, well,
Doctor-
since we're transitioning,
Transitioning?
I'm probably gonna dip out.
She's gonna
because,
transition.
That's a lot. Never mind. I couldn't
Need
make
to
that
go to
joke.
bed.
Have a good night, Sam.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me. And
It was
will
easy.
See you next week.
She made finger guns,
Or-
and that's how you know it's real, baby.
Yeah. Don't forget Wednesday's show, people. For those who are talking out, we got Wednesday going on.
Wednesday show.
We got Conti and Joystick so far. We still need a third contestant if everyone wants in. Before I start asking people, just send me a message. All right.
Thank you.
Dr. Disrespect. It's been a year. It's been a year
It's been a
since he was
year.
banned from Twitch, and no one still knows why. Do you think he knows why?
No one has any fucking idea.
Do you think he knows?
I hope so.
I don't think
mean,
he
he
says he
definitely knows,
doesn't.
right?
He says he doesn't know, but
He's a fucking liar, is what
I
he
think
is.
he's lying. I don't think he's allowed to say anything. I mean, but then again, with Twitch's like never telling anyone anything thing,
Ugh.
he might not. He might not.
He 100%.
Probably has an NDA. Yeah,
Like-
I don't think. I think it would just be bad interest in himself to say anything.
I know in my heart of hearts that he knows exactly what the reason is, even if he doesn't agree with it. He does know what the reason
But how
is.
bad of a reason do you think it is that it didn't come out, and that he was able to be on YouTube, and he still has all his sponsorship deals?
That's the thing. Like, it can't be that bad, whatever it was, right?
Right.
It had to have been like he violated some terms of his partnership. But I don't know. Nobody knows. But that's the only thing I can think of where it didn't come out in huge news, where he wasn't allowed to stream anymore
Right.
on that platform.
On that platform, just
And
to
it went to
Twitch.
YouTube. Okay,
He might not care
he
anymore.
was probably
Yeah, I think
my
he still
heart.
cares a bit.
My heart of hearts. He
I've
was
seen him.
probably in talks with some other person or some other organization to be a prominent streamer, and Twitch caught wind of that and cut him off. That is my theory.
That was a theory that someone already had too. That he was in talks of trying to get a higher payout. From
But not
Twitch,
Bream. That's fucking bullshit.
and like going to
Or
Mixer
whatever
and
that was.
shit. But I don't even think they can do. They're in
He's
theory
going to
supposed to do
Mixer.
it. Well, back then, like there was something about his
He's
contra
gonna
face.
go on that
Yeah, there
Facebook
was-
gaming. Yeah.
There was something along those lines where he was like manipulating a certain way to trying to get a better payout or something like that. But even then, I mean, I hear one of the
I
things
mean, this is the guy who was filming in a public restroom and they took him back.
well, so if you watch that, which I did, he said wait outside and the camera guy went inside anyway.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think it's just bad camera guy bullshit of him doing like those other YouTuber or whatever. I've watched his streams. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen his streams. He's fun. He's good. The fact that they banned him without saying anything, I think it's just
They should have made a public announcement of why. But this is Twitch's whole thing, right?
Yeah.
They never give that.
they never. And I just don't. Okay.
Like if somebody goes off there,
Do you think he did something bad or worse than someone like purposely spreading their vag on stream?
No, there's no way in hell. Because we'd know. We'd know if Mr. Disrespect showed us his pee-pee.
Right. So,
and it would probably be fantastic.
I think it'd be huge. I
Yeah.
think. I think there's just obviously bias in that, but I can't imagine he did anything that fucking heinous. I think if it was something super heinous, there's no way someone couldn't keep their fucking mouth shut about it. It'd be impossible.
Yeah. Let me, for the record, say I don't really care for this dude, or at least his persona. Like, he's probably a smart businessman.
Yeah, it's a persona.
Like, I just don't.
Totally a persona.
I hate that persona with my heart of hearts, but
I was called scuffed disrespect.
It's still worth talking about because he was, and still is actually, one of the most prominent and influential streamers.
Yeah, I've seen him. So like some of his streams are very dry. But when you get some of those clips, they're fucking great. They're gold. Like when he played,
it's like any show. If you take an out of context clip, it's great.
No, not a kind. I meant like long 10-minute YouTube videos when it's actually like a good moment, not like a 30-second.
Well, he's actually also good at video games, which doesn't hurt his whole thing.
That's his whole thing. His content is being very good at a game. Also, some of his shots are very sus in Warzone, but I just think he might be that good.
Well, he also has production going for him. He as much as I hate the persona, he's consistent.
His production value is sick.
He's fucking got a whole thing. He, again, influential. A lot of people have mirrored a lot of aspects about how this dude ran his streams because it works.
Yeah, he's not the difference between him and like all those other people is he's not just playing a game in a camera and then just playing it really well. He actually
he's putting on a fucking show.
He's putting on a show. And his frustration, I think, is real. I wouldn't say he's the best. I don't watch him all the time. I much prefer Asmongold when I want comedy in the sense of just how irritated and how everyone stream snipes him and he just has to deal with it. But watching, and maybe it's also biased a little bit too because of people stream snipe him in Call of Duty and you'll just see it. Like you'll literally see armies of people converging on a point because they're purposely like queuing their time so they're in his game.
Really prominent, huh?
Right, but he kills them usually, which is good. Or you'll hear him, and you'll even hear them like quote him when they die in those kill cams. It's pretty fucking hilarious. But they still haven't said anything. That's part of the scary bit. They totally want that clout. It's a scary bit of Twitch in the sense that they could ban you, and in theory, you don't know why. And you might be held to a different standard than a next person. And I always thought that was dumb.
I've seen some of the vague, like, they'd send you an email and say, like, what's the reason? And sometimes it's just no actual reason.
It's worse than Blizzard somehow, and that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Here, how about you talk about this while I go make a drink?
Yeah, make a drink.
Exorcism, Home Depot. Go.
Exorcism at Home Depot. It's my favorite. Okay. So if you look up Exorcism at Home Depot, this is a thing that happened very recently, where there were a bunch of people in Home Depot performing an exorcism to the point where it was so disturbing that they called the police to get them out of there. And the story that is out there says that they were trying to exorcise all of the spirits of the dead wood. Yeah, it's a new Phasmophobia level. I think it's very funny. This is this kind of shit. I really wish I knew these people because I feel like this is the kind of shit you do as a joke, and they fucking committed to it to the point where it became a thing.
Wait, so this is a real exorcism or was it a fake exorcism?
That's the problem. The only thing I know about this, and most of the internet knows about it, is that there was a local police department that put up a thing in their logs that was like, had to break up an exorcism at the Home Depot.
So it could have been like a YouTube guy being like, the power of Christ compels
interviewed
you.
A couple of the people, yeah, and some of the people were interviewed, and they were like, oh, we were exorcising all of the spirits of the dead wood.
Oh, so it was bullshit. Okay.
It was 100% was bullshit, but it's funny.
I was going to say, because I thought exorcism, you had to get the blessing of the church for it to be a legit exorcism.
Oh, yeah, for a legit. There's no way it was a legit exorcism, dude.
Okay. I'm back. I'm following it.
But also, I wish I was there. I would want to see. They not. For the entire reason. Not because there was an exorcism, but because the exorcism was so disruptive, they called the cops. What were they doing?
They were probably just in front of the area, being like.
Also, there's no recordings of this, so they weren't streaming it. Or if they were...
Well, it came out today, so the video could upload on YouTube any day now.
I need to see it. I need to know.
Right?
I need to know if they actually committed to the bit. Did they have an older priest-looking dude and a younger priest-looking dude? Was there pee vomit?
Ooh, maybe someone just vomited.
I
and
need
peed
to
on.
know.
Hey, Cheese Man, how long's
I
on your
hope
game,
so.
by the way? Your Montreal game.
What's a Montreal?
He's watching finals, so he won't be on for the thing. So I've been dragging it.
Some
So
kind of hockey?
It's a hockey thing.
Oh, it's Japanese rice wine.
12 minutes to go. Perfect. I'll be perfect. Going through what I haven't got yet.
Well, I mean, every place has crime. If you go into a Walmart, you can probably buy drugs. Not from Walmart, but in there.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
Usually, you
Just go to the women's.
don't get me
clothes
started on the
section.
Dollar General.
You ask for a guy named Juan.
Mm-hmm.
Juan's not actually his real name.
Right,
He
because
just
I was
calls
gonna say
himself-
you got to be careful because of D&D and all that.
Yeah, he's a goblin.
Goblin.
He'll hook you up. He's got the good shit. He's one of the good ones.
There's the Home Depot. I don't know what the fuck this thing is, but it's called a just gotta get my mouse cursor over it. Someone had a tiddywink up their nose?
A tiddlywink, yeah.
A tiddlywink for I don't know what the fuck that is.
30 odd years, yeah.
What? What are they?
You don't know what a tiddlywink is? It's a game.
No, I'm looking that up now. A tiddlywink.
It's like the plastic discs, and you hit them, and you try to land them in a cup. Sometimes it's a good time.
Oh.
Apparently, when this lady was 8, she shoved one up her nose for some reason, and then literally forgot about it until she got a COVID swab,
And it pushed it further.
and then she started getting all kinds of wild sinus infections because there was a tiddlywink up there when they shoved that big long stick up there.
What if Shorn has a tiddlywink infection?
Here's the thing. It was up there for so long and during her development of like growing up. It fucking misshapen her nose. It had calcified, which means it had bone growing around it when they ripped it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks mighty thick.
Yeah. That tiddlywink was part of this woman's
No,
nose.
I don't. Well, Shorn does not have it. All right. Well, that's good to know.
This is fucked up. I've always thought about like what happens if you like leave something up your nose.
Well, didn't they find like a bunch of shit up people's nose lately? Like they're finding like other toys and
Not for 30-something years.
Legos. You know, well, not 30, but I think like 15. Like Lego up nose for years.
I'm amazed that when they did this COVID swab and they shoved it up there and then she felt incredible pain, that wasn't a trigger of like we broke this nose's hymen. That usually doesn't happen.
I mean, what lucky that they got the right nostril, but also,
Oh, that's true.
oh, dude, like
And
COVID
like all of
swabs
these
sound
nasal
terrible as
problems she's
itself.
had, she's apparently had nasal issues her entire adult life.
And none of them found it. Like, what dumb, shitty doctors?
And nobody found this. Well, it's because it's a piece of plastic. So if you do like a fucking X-ray, no one's gonna see
They
that
couldn't
shit.
see it while they're fucking looking up there.
It must have been really up there. I mean, weird shit happens if something is up in somewhere
they
and
get
then
it
gets
out?
surrounded by fucking bone.
Only after 30 years. What? Well, how'd they get it out?
Yeah.
Just did it blow real hard?
That's a great question. The thing just said that she had to go in for surgery, but I don't see any cuts on her nose, so they must have just like they had to cut some shit out. Again, bone.
Fucking fuck, dude. This just gives me anxiety. Like, fucking hell. Is there anything up my
What if
nose that I don't know about?
What if
I know.
I shoved something up my nose and I forgot?
I know. I don't know. I have no
I
fucking
don't know,
idea.
but my nose is mostly straight, so I'm not too worried. Is your nose crooked, Tool?
I mean, there's a lot of things crooked about me, especially my penis.
Everybody, if
Oh,
you have a crooked nose,
cords.
take a second, shine a light up there, see if you see a tiddlywink.
Bunch of spiders. Oh my god. I was watching Asmongold's campaign, and they said they like open a pouch
Spiders.
in D&D, and there was a spider that crawled. And I was like, fucking gross.
I'm a drow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I love those spiders. I put them up there on purpose.
I almost made a drow in our campaign.
Yeah.
I usually
I
make the
wouldn't
drow.
make drow a fucking comedy racism bit.
I made.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you're
I
a
know.
drow? Everyone talking to you thinks you're evil.
In D&D Online, I made my main character AIG Insurance That Cares or whatever. I made.
How did they make-
drow.
How does D&D Online handle the whole drow being in sunlight bit?
that ignores it.
Well, that's fucking stupid. You should have to have an umbrella.
So they ignore it. I can't. It starts with like a 2 dex bonus, -2 constitution.
No, I mean drow scores are great because the big downside is if you're in the sun, you're fucking.
They're
awful.
amazing, but they also made it so I think that was the first character when the game came out that had a base 32 point character build to it. So it was actually one of the more powerful characters.
Yeah.
And mine was a ranger fighter rogue, so sneak attacks and all my archer shots.
Drow are very good. The bad parts are all roleplay enforced and the sun.
Yeah. So again, I don't think you see anything terrible about an overpowered character.
Yeah.
Fuck
It's
'em.
just the depictions. It's whatever. Fuck it.
Let's talk about a penis rocket.
Tiddlywink. It looks like a dick. That's the one Jeff Bezos is gonna go up on. He's gonna ride the dick to space.
Okay, let's talk about aerodynamics. Looks pretty aerodynamic.
I know why it's shaped like this, because the capsule's up in the tip. But
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I say? What they say?
What do they say?
Something's kept in the balls. I don't know. It's the space. Is it? The space is stored in the testicles.
I obviously him going in space, I think it's just dumb and
Only the
stupid.
tip will go to space.
I think him going to space is a joke in itself, but
It's
I
really
mean-
funny that he's riding the blue dick to space.
yeah. I mean, I saw a ship that's supposed to carry that fucking thing, isn't it? It's a big boy.
Yeah,
What? I
that's
still,
why it's blue.
I still want to know what will happen if something goes wrong.
Fucking dog. If something goes wrong, well then again, I think we talked about this earlier. If
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos dies, then somebody else inherits the Jeff Bezos title, and it all.
Which is
continues.
what? Does he don't attend meetings anymore? He just fucks around.
I'm almost 100% certain he only attends meetings if he wants to.
Yeah. And I wouldn't anymore.
I would give up after a point. I have infinity money. I literally have enough money to start my own country.
I would just fuck around.
Why do I have to do anything? Other people are running everything at this point.
I put it all
Do you
on.
think Jeff Bezos actually does anything for Amazon?
What Jeff needs to do is go to Vegas and put it all on red.
Jeffrey Bezos. Oh, the clown.
Think about it. If he goes to a casino, he could wipe them out. Puts it all on red.
He can buy the casino.
No. He wants to deplete their funds. Leave it up. Just go like, I want it all in red, and make them pay it out. Not double zeros. Fuck
Just
that.
keep putting down $100 million bets.
The house will win at that point.
I
you
mean-
need one big dicker that needs to land right.
Oh no, you might fuck up. Also, I think a single $1 million bet would clear out most casinos. Let's be real.
No, it won't. No way.
You don't think so?
No.
I worked at Grand Casino.
A single $1 million bet will definitely not wipe out any of the Vegas ones for sure. They probably have like
Well, Vegas
millions
is a
going in
different
a
casino.
day. Mystic
That's it.
even probably could handle a couple $1 million bets in that day, but they have a back fund like no other. I would say it'd have to be like 100 million or something.
Hell yeah, Hinkley, buddy. The realist. I was working in a buffet for like 4 years.
That's the thing. How much money do you think? How much? Okay, I'm gonna look up MGM.
I met Larry the Cable Guy in person. You know what? He doesn't talk like that, turns out.
I know. Yeah.
Weird.
Who didn't? How much money does MGM Vegas Grand? Oh, it's called Grand. MGM Grand
Hey,
Casino.
Toby knows what's up. Wrapping that Toby's cinnamon roll.
So how much money does Bezos have?
Several billion. I don't know. How much money does Jeff Bezos have?
Let's look that up. How much is Jeff Bezos? He could afford. Okay,
So
so
much.
he needs to go to
He's a-
MGM Resorts Casino.
He could put down $1 billion bets.
He needs to put down a $20.65 billion bet on red, and then see what happens.
You know, I'm feeling spicy.
Is there no limit roulette?
an eighth of my money?
No limit roulette. Is there no limit roulette?
There's no way there's no true like there's gonna be a pit boss that comes over to you and says, actually, there is a limit, and that limit is probably $20 million.
Probably. I'm trying. Yeah, there's. I mean, you could do it online, but I wouldn't trust online for fuck
The thing
all.
I was saying though is that he could put down $1 million bets as just like a goof. He could just do it. He could just be like, I'm putting it on this number, and it doesn't even touch him.
Yeah. He's worth 196
But
billion.
imagine if it lands on that number. He's like double zeros.
I mean, it would be really awesome.
What's the biggest, goldest token you can give me? It's not gonna be $1 million token. I'm gonna put it on double zero. Thank you.
I should go to Bezos and be like, hey boy, let's do a thing. Let's do a gimmick. You give me it'll be in your name and everything. All I want is 0.1% of the winnings if it lands on it, but it'd be hilarious otherwise. And then just put $1 million on red.
Just
give me that
Jeff
0.1.
Bezos put me on a game show where Bezos is like, all right, you have unlimited access to all of my money. Try to spend it as fast as possible, Brewster's billion style.
This is a shame that when someone has that much wealth, like you could ask or he could give you such a tiny like giving him giving me $1 million is less than me going and giving a guy $100 bill, a homeless guy $100 bill.
Yeah.
No, it's
trivial.
Yeah, or even a dollar bill. Actually, probably even a dollar bill.
On my bank scale, it was equivalent to me giving somebody like a nickel.
Yeah. So, give me the nickel, Jeff.
I would like a nickel, please, Jeff.
Please give me your nickel
I gotta
equivalent.
step aside for a second. I'll be right back. Vamp for me.
Mm-hmm. Vamp. I don't know what he's doing, but he's jacking it. Oh God. I just need to somehow get in contact with these guys and be like, hey guys, come on, give me your nickel. Give me a nickel equivalent. I'll show you what I'll do with it, and it's not going to be anything beneficial to anybody besides myself, of course. And that'd be fantastic. Jeff Bezos, give me your nickel. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, seriously. He should be a can boy. I mean, I'd watch. Fucking, it's just not right. Is it greater perfect than him buying a Netflix company for you? Yeah. 1000%. Here's the thing though, the wealth like to keep, it's like, what's it? Those guys who own like billions and billions of dollars are still mad if someone doesn't pay him $50. It would be something like that. I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what it would be. And they just want to hoard. They're like the fucking dragons in Mount Doom. They just want to hoard their wealth. But money is meant to be spent. But you know how hard it would be to spend even $20 billion in a lifetime? Like, think about the difficulty of that. Like, truly think of the difficulty of spending $20 billion on only yourself. You're not allowed to be like, I'm just going to give it away. Like, you have to buy boats, planes, whatever. And like objects for yourself. How fucking hard would it be? It would be insane. No, I think what we need to do is find the One Ring and sneak into his fucking cash. I know it's not cash, it's wealth, but at that level of wealth, you don't even look at things anymore. You just say, I want it, and it happens. Fine, let's change this thing. Put in cash worth. They included all his stuff, private jets and everything like that. Having cash. He keeps 10 billion in cash. That's how much cash he has on hand. Like actual in his account on his US bank card, he has $10 billion of just cash. Even $1 billion would be hard to fucking spend. But I'd like the challenge if someone wants to do it. Probably not anymore. It's just fucked up that Amazon used to be a fucking bookstore. Like, that was its function originally. Wasn't it just like a fucking bookstore? They sold books. And then they were just at the right spot at the right fucking time. Oh man, I want money now. Give me all your money, people. Let's how about everyone gives me up to $1 billion? And I will do the challenge of how quick I can spend it. And then you guys can use channel points to bet how quick I'll spend it. And I think I could do it probably in a year. I'm pretty confident that I could do it in a year. It would be a lot of unnecessary bullshit though, but I'm pretty confident I could spend $1 billion in a year. I wouldn't even include gambling. I would do... Oh yeah, Target, Walmart, totally fucked up. Walmart's still fucking up. Oh, I would start a $1 billion spending trend? That would be a good trend. At least it would go back into the fucking economy. The student debt. I'm still owed candy and crisps, Shorn. Let's start with that. I'm fucking with you on that part. They could have taken the market. They could have. Walmart's online presence is still absolute shit. They went to the third-party market to make their website seem like it had more items than it does, but it's still a pain in the ass to get. Their online presence is the worst. Buy everything from one Target wouldn't even make $1 million. No way in hell. Yeah, there's no way in hell even one Target wouldn't be $1 million. Best Buy, yeah, Best Buy made a lot of mistakes. They're kind of, I think they're coming back a little bit, but I don't think they're doing much as well. Or not as well. Not doing as much as they could or should. I think the one who is at least making a comeback in a way is GameStop. Yeah, they did. So there's a click in store and shit. Third party sucks. I think GameStop, at least for reinvigorating their brand, they're at least doing something different that they know, because they're getting away from their market that was failing. I don't think I don't honestly think it will work, but it's at least a chance. Yeah, I don't think I think Target has the best online for anything else, but even then it's kind of shitty.
We're still talking about a space dick?
Yeah, I was just stalling for Cheeseman to get done with his game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has well, I was just talking about monies in general. Cheeseman said 12 minutes, so 20 minutes, so he should be almost done.
Oh, okay. Easy.
Is the Montreal game over?
Let me, for the record, say, if we're stalling for time,
Go for it.
Wilder Myth is a hell of a game.
No, there's 5 minutes left. There's 5 minutes left. But Tampa Bay has a 3-point lead. There's no way they're coming back from that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wilder Myth is like the part of XCOM I like, where I end up building a story about specific characters, and that's like the entire game.
What game?
Wilder Myth, the thing I've been playing entirely too much of.
Mm-hmm.
The tactical part is okay. The story stuff is alright. But it's in the entire game is like building up the lore around these characters and their relationships with each other, and it's like, damn, it's crack cocaine for me.
I've been playing a lot of the Burning Crusade, and it's been great.
Is it still burning?
Again, it's
Does that crusade still burn?
Yeah, because they went backwards, and they're like, hey, let's let it burn again. I think the Burning Crusade...
Oh, we took the crusade and we put it back on fire.
Right, where's my recurring picture? There we go. I think the Burning Crusade brings back in an MMO genre class identity, profession identity, and race identity, where you will want certain classes in the game, certain professions in the game. They actually matter. And before they made everything the same, where nothing fucking matters anymore. Obviously, and then the retail right now, some classes may have a little bit of a damage scale, like they might do 10% better, but it's never enough to make a real difference.
Is WoW Classic actually running 100% old WoW, like
yes,
imbalances and everything?
Yes.
Interesting. Not just like retooling through the story. They're like they rolled back mechanics.
Everything.
Damn. That's fascinating. That's really interesting.
That's what I've been playing. It's great.
Especially for a live game that's run that long.
So they went back and redid it. So the WoW TBC one, I just sent you a link in Discord, Cheeseman. WoW TBC, has it where it's the latest patch before the next expansion. So it's where the game was at the end of its cycle.
If you upload, does it have like shittier graphics and everything?
Yeah.
Nice.
You can enable it so some effects are a little bit better if you want it, like some post-processing effects, some glows.
But it's the models aren't different.
Oh no,
than it used to be.
Definitely not.
Excellent.
You can run it on my Surface Pro just fine without it even heating up.
Well, yeah, because back then, the Surface Pro was a fucking beast of a machine.
It was, so it handles it just fine. Doesn't even have to use full processing power. But the thing is, all the mechanics and all the imbalances are still there, and they're perfect. They're good. They should be there. What's going on, Cheese Man?
Caller, could you please mute the stream?
I don't know if he's there. But let's move. I should make a long dong transition. I'll have to work on that. Let's get over there.
Yeah, I have that spaceship. That thing of me.
I went to the wrong place. We went to the arena. My bad.
This is not correct. Caller, could I please have you mute the stream?
I fucked that up. Boop 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 boop. Boop.
The latency is so wild. Yeah.
Why, you can hear him?
I hear him.
Oh, I gotta undo him.
Hello.
There we go. Say something.
He's not in the voice. He's not in the Discord call.
There we go. That's why. There we go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah.
How do I hear you?
Now we're talking.
Yeah, Montreal's gonna lose this game, so let's do this.
How do I hear you right now?
Because it's coming through OBS Ninja.
I know. I don't know why that worked, but it did. Oh, whatever. It's fucking weird. Cheese Man, say something.
Yeah, right. So basically, this clip is.
I'll fix joystick. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm unmuted in here. I think he hears me just fine.
I do. I hear you just fine.
Okay. Last week when we did this, I didn't give Louis enough credit for knowing physics. So this is the physics lessons that he does. You'll probably understand this more, joystick, than anyone. So it's a 4-minute clip. He explains how the UAPs are maybe from water, kind of. But before we start this, I want to let everyone update that tomorrow there is going to be a video release that I've never seen. I think it's a video, could be a clip, but it's going to be around the internet tomorrow. So just you watch. It's
going to be around the internet.
We'll be on all the major news sources. I'm confident of that. It's from the guy. There's the guy who made the documentary, The Phenomenon, Jeremy Corbell. I'm not a huge fan of the dude, but he does release some stuff. And he says tomorrow he is releasing some stuff. Yeah. So we'll see.
I just saw joystick as cat. So we expect big dick energy tomorrow. If I don't hear anything, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, you saw me as the cat.
I did see you as a cat. So this is the final segment. For those who don't know what's going on, this is the Long Dong update. This is where Cheeseman provides something Long Dong-ish, which is Tom DeLong in some category.
This is one of his former teammates, or one of his former top men, Louis Elizondo.
Yeah, so this is the final segment of the show before we end it after this. It'll be great.
I'm curious what Joystick's take on this one is.
So am I.
I'm also. I'm still looking at this cat's version of myself, and goddamn,
it looks damn good.
It's ruining me.
If anyone wants to play the British State Classic, let me know, though. I've been playing Alliance now for the Boy King, even though he's still a child at this point. All right, let's turn off the music. Which mouse am I using?
The Baby King.
Baby King. Apparently the Boy King went evil. All right, ready? I might stop it a couple times. We're going to find out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. So water is energy, there's a lot of energy in water. Do you think these UAPs who just go under, there was some point you were saying it might be a fueling thing or a source of energy for the UAPs.
So let's exactly. So let's go back to this drawing here, right? These energy, these let's call them, if you want, propulsion units or whatever. If this is the way it goes, there's two ways to warp space-time that we know of. The first one is with a lot of matter, a lot of mass, right? Like the mass of Earth is perturbing space-time around it. The mass of Jupiter perturbs space-time even more, and the mass of the sun even more, right? Until eventually you have something like a black hole where space-time almost becomes nonsensical. All matter distorts space-time, but so does energy. It just turns out you need a lot more of that
Also
energy to warp space time. So let's go back to our analogy of ice cube and steam. If I take a bed sheet, let's say that's space time, perfectly flat, no distortions.
Hold on. What'd you say, Joystick?
So it's the m part of E equals mc squared. You can interchange matter and energy.
What about the ice cube comment? I just got to do one thing and I'm just hiding it. So keep talking, Joystick.
Which ice cube comment? Sorry, I was just still a little bit upset about water being a bunch of energy.
Well, he was just saying that space time is like a bed sheet, and when you put like a ice cube on there, so
keep talking. I'm doing
this
something.
Is very common entry level talk about the idea of space and time being manipulable. You'll get this in like college level physics.
Yeah, give me another 30 seconds. Keep talking about this physics.
It's freaking me out.
What about that fly?
Oh yeah, you know. So, like the common way to talk about it is you put a weight on a sheet, and the sheet is time. And
what's
as
going
you
on,
get heavier things on it, it bends it more around itself, which is true. If you were in something that weighed infinite weight, if you could figure that out, time would effectively be going extremely fast, I think, or extremely slow, one or the other, for you in particular.
Okay.
It's weird.
So can you rewind 10 seconds to it all or no?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh, look at this little post-it note.
Like that post-it
Is that where chat's going to be?
Yeah.
What's up, Opti?
This fly. Oh my god.
I figured out how to actually watch the stream this time, so I can actually watch people's comments. And so all you guys know, I'm flying down to Tampa Bay on Wednesday to watch Montreal game 2. So.
Montreal playing in Tampa?
Yeah, they lost game 1 just now. So, but I'm flying down to game 2.
Teams from Canada come to the United States to play?
They just opened up the borders here last round when Montreal beat Tampa, the Golden Knights from Vegas.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was crazy. We didn't know what was gonna happen, but yeah.
All right, we're bringing.
Yeah, I just kind of thought each country kind of kept their sports in their borders.
It just changed a couple weeks ago.
All right,
dang.
I'm rewinding it 10 seconds.
Yep.
You're gonna get that many seconds.
And steam. If I take these
there we go.
Let's call them, if you want, propulsion units or whatever. If this is the way it goes, there's two ways to warp space-time that we know of. The first one is with a lot of matter, a lot of mass, right? Like the mass of Earth is perturbing space-time around it. The mass of Jupiter perturbs space-time even more, and the mass of the sun even more, right? Until eventually you have something like a black hole where space-time almost becomes nonsensical.
Right.
All matter distorts space-time, but so does energy. It just turns out you need a lot more of that energy to warp space-time. So let's go back to our analogy of ice cube and steam. If I take a bed sheet, let's say that's space-time, perfectly flat, no distortions, and I put an ice cube right in the middle of the bed, I'm going to get some wrinkles right around the bed sheet, and that is the warping of space-time in that localized area. That's a kind of a crude way of looking at it. Well, if I wanted to create that same level of distortion, I would need a steam gun, right, to shoot it down at the bed with a lot more steam to create that same effect. Well, you need a lot of energy to warp space-time.
He's trying to tie water into this.
And so there is a discussion that if you wanted to create that level of energy, to create that yield, you would need an energy source. And one of the simplest and most if you will, abundant elements in the known universe is hydrogen. And hydrogen, if I wanted to
hydrogen's okay.
You want to yell?
No, I was just waiting for him to say that water is somehow easier to get hydrogen from than the fucking sun.
He's going to, but I also want to know why did he use a steam gun and not say, I don't know, like an air compressor?
Because we're trying to bring water into this tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
A bowling ball? Would that not do it the trick?
Hey, dude, this is freaking Lou Elizondo, man. Listen to what you have to say.
to break apart, so that when you go from, we're going to get to a physics lesson.
Water.
Hydrogen. When you go from big to small, if I take a glass of water and I convert it to steam, that's a 1 × 10⁻³ yield, energy yield. And it took Archimedes with his steam engine to figure it out. And we have locomotives in the 18th century, 1800s that we use. It wasn't until the 11th century and the Chinese who invented gunpowder, and that was that was breaking down matter even further to the molecular, breaking apart the molecular bonds, and there was an exothermic release of energy, and that's a 1 times 10 to the 4th yield of energy.
Right.
Turns out, of course, last century we figured about the secrets of the atom, and once we learned how to split apart an atom, that was through fission. That was a 1 times 10 to the 5th yield, or what we express as a kiloton yield of energy release. And then we have a nuclear bomb, right? Really big. And then you get into nuclear. Now you start breaking up the nucleus of an atom, and you have a 1 times 10 to the 6th yield, which is known as a megaton example of yield of energy, and so forth and so forth. And so the smaller you go down in matter, the more energy is tightly held together. But when it's released, it's exponential. And so it's quite possible that we're seeing the same thing here, that these UAP are mining hydrogen, and not in a nebulous cloud, but in water, because water, it's the only place in the universe where you can mine hydrogen in the density that it's in, because it's locked into that oxygen. It is extremely abundant. You don't have to spend 100 years mining a gas nebula. You have all the hydrogen you could possibly need with 1 bucket full of water, let's say, in the ocean, right? So it could very well be that has been speculated that the oceans are some sort of fuel supply because of the abundance of hydrogen.
Well, all right,
I gotta ask a question. Oh, that's the end of it too? Fantastic.
Yeah. That's just a speculation.
How much yield did he say was it to convert steam?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Joystick, this is Lou Elizondo.
No, I know.
Like, you might watch
the implication was that it is a complete waste of time for any sufficiently advanced civilization to try to get hydrogen out of water, because you know what it takes in order to separate the oxygen atom from the hydrogen atoms. A shit ton of energy.
I don't know. I'm not a physicist.
You need a lot of energy. The only reason we do it is because we don't have. Well, get this. If we had like a big ball of just like hydrogen that we could just like scoop up, we'd rather do that, but we don't. It's really hard to get to the big ball of hydrogen that we have in our solar system, so we don't do that. But an alien civilization that go through space be like, oh, sweet, raw hydrogen, scoop. Like, it's not that hard.
I want to know what was the yield he said.
But also the idea that like boiling water is
true.
creating energy is making me scream.
Well, I think he was just trying to dumb it down for the audience, whatever he was talking about. But
like, you're not yielding more because you put heat into that water to make it boil. The heat transfer itself is the energy that you just lost making that water boil, making it into the gas. And you're like, oh, look how much energy is in that gas. That's less than the heat you just generated to make that happen. That's thermodynamics. That is important. That is like 99% of the problem of most of the energy production that we have in the world today.
And if you Google water to steam energy yield, thermodynamics is the first thing that is brought up.
Well, yes.
I wonder why.
It should be.
I'm just saying, you'll see Lou Elizondo and every single news network nowadays. You'll see him do interviews, but questions like this, he'll never say this stuff on air.
Yeah, but the thing is on this stuff too is like, I see a lot of people on TV. I think them being on TV is irrelevant because I see Ben Shapiro on TV saying stuff. And,
if you could get on a sun, if you got a net that gets that sun,
former top man, and it's. And he even said that the report that just came out, you're not going to see anything major. They're not going to.
Well, that's a cop out because of what your other guy just said. We're going to see something major tomorrow.
Oh no! Well, Lou Elizondo again. He's in his NDAs, and he even says he'll never give up these NDAs. But this new guy, like this Jeremy Corbell guy, again, I'm not a huge fan, but trust me, I'm pretty sure tomorrow there's going to be something that goes viral. If it's a UFO video or what. So
I want to know how much the yield he says. I'm going back a second.
If this is the way it goes, there's two ways to warp
I want to know how
space
many
time
yield
that
it
we know
was.
of. The first one is with a lot of matter, a lot of mass, right? Like the mass of Earth
This checks.
is
This part checks.
perturbing space time around it. The mass of Jupiter perturbs space time even more, and the mass of the sun even more, right? Until eventually
we
you have
knew
something
about
like a
that
black
even
hole
so.
where
We need to make
space time
mass
almost
fields
becomes
by
nonsensical.
finding element zero.
All matter distorts space time, but so does energy. It just turns out you need a lot more of that energy to warp space time. So let's go back to our analogy of ice cube and steam. If I take a bed sheet, let's say that's space time, perfectly flat, no distortions, and I put an ice cube right in the middle of the bed, I'm going to get some wrinkles right around the bed sheet, and that is the warping of space time in that localized area. That's a kind of a crude way of looking at it. Well, if I wanted to create that same level of distortion, I would need a steam gun, right, to shoot it down at the bed with a lot more steam to create that same effect. Well, you need a lot of energy to warp space time, and you need a lot of it. And so there is a discussion that if you wanted to create that level of energy, to create that yield, you would need an energy source.
Okay, come on,
and one of the simplest and most, if you will, abundant elements in the known universe is hydrogen. And hydrogen, if I wanted to break apart, so that when you go from,
tell me the yield number.
Physics lesson here, and I'm not a physicist. When you go from big to small, if I take a glass of water and I convert it to steam, that's a 1 times 10 to the third yield energy.
1 times 10 to the third
yield.
Yeah.
Again, he's making it sound like we're generating energy.
Right. I'm just looking at the energy it would cost to make steam.
I think he's talking about the UAPs.
The energy, the cost, technically. I mean, the minimum yield necessary to generate that steam is equal to the amount of energy that you get out of it, thermodynamics.
Right. So
but also, we're going to lose some of it to the air, and then there's like some of the conductivity issues between whatever you're using to get to the water.
Again, this is just some
mad physics.
He's not saying this is real. This is saying this is a hypothesis about what these things are.
But I know, but it violates most like low-level physics things.
Yeah, I see
the way he's explaining it.
Okay, the way he's he even said he's not a physicist. So,
well, I thought he said that he's going to give me a basic physics lesson.
Yes, but he doesn't credit himself as a true physicist. He's just.
I know, but like you shouldn't talk about physics like as an authority if you're not a physicist, or at least you shouldn't be throwing out numbers or theories
again that's why
it's not he's saying it's something, but he's speaking as an authority figure, and maybe that's my gripe.
Yeah,
he's speaking as an authority. In fact, you consider him an authority figure, do you not, Cheese Man?
Oh, I consider like huge source, but at the same time, I think he's hiding something through his NDAs.
No, forget about the NDAs. But you consider him an authority on this, right? I'm not making a joke out of this. I'm just saying you consider him
one of Tom Bond's top men.
Okay, so you're considering him an authority. So by him now basing it on Joystick's thing of that's not how it works, being an authority on physics, but he's speaking of physics, you're going to trust his word on what he's talking about as fact. Because he's an authority on this matter. Now you're taking on the fact of how things work and not on his hypothesis.
I still think he's still hiding something. He's not telling the whole truth.
But he wasn't then either. He at that point, all he is talking about is converting
his
water.
For water is falling apart.
Yeah, that part. Not about anything else. But you're saying his analogy he's making, is true.
Let's be clear. As a non-physicist. His stuff about space-time actually,
but everyone knew that anyway. Since people technically in space,
not everyone.
Fine, in age.
I bet like a layman doesn't know that space-time is manipulable by energy / mass.
I didn't know
Isn't it the common thing in the day where people, even in elementary school,
people who like sci-fi know this though?
But didn't they say in like if the people in space are technically 0.0002 younger than if they were on
If
Earth?
You spend enough time on an airplane because you're moving real fast,
right?
yes, you're a tiny bit younger than everyone around you.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's always been a thing, at least to me, since elementary school. That's just something that
your elementary school was progressive.
No, we weren't. We watched Star Wars.
They gave us pizza with no cheese on it. It was fucked up.
Well, if they didn't have Crystal Farm, I can understand that. All right.
But like,
Joystick, I was just interested in your take on here because he talks about physics and I don't understand it. So.
yeah, no, you're fine.
But you don't understand it, but he talks about it, and you just acknowledge and you see him as authority.
Because his starting point for this entire argument is that an ice cube dents this sheet. So then you take it and you turn it into steam, and it takes a lot of steam to do it. And it's like, so you're telling me that my 10 to the third yield on energy doesn't actually get me the mass that produced it.
Well, I'm just saying until I see someone out there professionally saying Lou Elizondo is wrong, then hey.
Joystick, would you say his analogy on water was wrong as a professional?
His analogy on water is incorrect. But again,
as a professional,
I'm somebody that I'm hired as an engineer, so I guess I am a professional.
There we go.
As somebody who wants to believe very badly,
I so do too.
Right. See, I'm just saying this is just.
I cling to the bits he's right on, which are far and few between, but they do exist.
But I thought, good, maybe this is me. I thought the whole space time and mass thing was common, in the sense of I knew it when I was young, based on the fact that the airplane analogy or being in space.
What sci-fi are you reading, dude?
I'm watching Star Wars, and have you ever played? Oh fuck, what is that? Rebel Strike.
You're playing one of those. You're playing those games where like you have two ages on each character, and one is like actual biological age, and the other one is like time.
No, it's just something I heard along the way. I don't know where I heard it specifically. I just heard it.
RimWorld does that. It fucked me up for a bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, actually that makes sense.
But I just heard along the way
you
that
could be
I just
500
thought
years old and only be 30 years old.
I just thought Rebel Assault 2, Monk. Thank you for that. Rebel Assault 2 was the best one. Rebel Assault 1 was I always like that's just something that I just thought was very common bullshit. Like, hey, by the way, guys, the guy in space is Dude, 5 seconds younger than he would have been if he was.
The idea of going to the moon is controversial, Tool.
Yeah, so is wearing a fucking mask. Okay. I get it. There are some people that are just
too much credit.
I know. Okay, fine. Lately, yes. But before all this other bullshit and misinformation, the last couple decades, fine. All right? But I thought it was relatively pretty safe to assume most people at least heard the idea that, or even that stupid, like, hey, by the way, like your fucking popsicle stick fact that someone in space is a fraction of a second younger than they were on the fucking ground, okay? That's I just assumed that because I knew that. And when I heard him say it, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. I heard about this already. I understand this. Now, did anyone watch the video I posted about Warp Drive in Discord? No, when did you post it? I can't remember when you posted that. Oh, you posted it a while ago. I never actually did watch it.
Yeah, my Alakabir, whatever, that physicist. He had cool ideas.
I don't know.
It was also related to the last one of these we watched.
Cheese man, you said there's going to be a 20-minute video, and is that the 2-week show from now, or what are we talking?
Yeah, it's going to be 2 weeks. Today, I wanted to watch the Montreal game.
Right.
And so I wanted to show a clip. So we'll have some other stuff the next time. I just wanted everyone to be aware that even though it's not Tom related, it kind of is. But tomorrow there should be a video.
Is it
going around online? I'm excited for it, but here I guess
interested.
I'm clarifying
like,
that.
No, Montreal did not.
Do they have anything about like the unredacted like Air Force footage that actually means anything?
They said that they acknowledge that it exists and they don't think it's
that
Chinese.
Means anything.
They acknowledge this event occurred, from my understanding when I looked it up. The event occurred, but they don't know where it came from. Is all it came to.
Yeah,
that is true. You're barely hearing music. Yes, I put it on a little bit in the background, so it's not completely dead noise. Optimus.
Yeah, the whole UFO report that came out, it was just a redacted one. And there's supposed to be another big one that's or declassed or that's unclassed. I don't know. I knew nothing was going to come up. I was not even paying attention to it. But yeah, we'll see about tomorrow. I'm curious.
When are we? So okay. Here's a proposition I have. Is there any other guy that you have as an authority figure?
No, this is the Tom DeLonge report. I go everything off Tom's top man.
That's what I'm saying. So is there anyone that's not Louis? Because we've been getting a lot of Louis lately. Is there anyone else that's not Louis?
Tom's out with a picture now. He doesn't get any updates. It's only him and Chris Mellon are the two sources that.
What about the guy that I paid for the video for? Is he doing anything?
See, he's more of the consciousness dude. See, he's not. Yeah.
You paid for a video?
Oh, long. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that video Hal put off. Yeah, he's like the guy behind the whole scientific part. I can send you like the.
No, is he doing anything? I'm saying, is he doing anything new or any updates from him?
No. He's behind the scenes, dude. He's behind the scenes. He
wasn't behind the scenes on that video. He was on a fucking podium.
Yeah, but we have to pay for that. That's only.
I don't care. Just tell me, is he doing anything though?
No, but that video is still you have to pay for it. I think Joystick would love watching that. We should do a happy hour one time.
That one would have to be. That one would have to be a happy hour because of. I'm not risking that twice.
Yeah, that would have to be a happy hour on Discord to watch.
Yeah. And I'll watch it again. I ate hot sauce that day, so it was really painful.
Yeah, Joystick, you would like that. This is one of Tom's top men that's not out in the public. He explains how it works.
It's a very dry video.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's all PowerPoint, but it's one of Tom's top.
Now, for the record, I watch a lot of very dry videos and get a lot of information out of them.
Yeah, so the thing is, Louis. Again, maybe it's because he always has that NDA that everyone falls on, or maybe it's the fact that he tries to dumb it down for us idiots.
He gives such a bad example, though.
Yeah, I want if you can. This is obviously an update. If you can find someone else,
I would be much more interested in him talking about the theoretical ways that you bypass some of these things, or the reason.
Only at night, right?
The true reason. If water is somehow an energy source, for the record. If water was such a great energy source, we would use it.
We do use it.
We're surrounded by this stuff.
But we don't use it that much.
Everybody already says the technology that these UAPs are 1,000 years in advance from us.
Even if they were, but the hydrogen. Okay,
even
so
then, you still take some more energy in to get the energy out. It makes no sense.
Do they want the oxygen side of it, or do they want the hydrogen side?
The oxygen would make some sense. Hydrogen makes zero sense.
Because of the hydrogen side, they'd go to the sun. Oxygen side. I guess, but then again, why not take it from anything else?
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
Most of the you hang out in the work cloud and just scoop that stuff up.
I'm just saying you're getting behind the scenes footage here of someone saying that
might
be the fuel.
Sorry.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm fascinated though.
So
I do want to see more of
who's the 20-minute boy? Who's the 20-minute boy?
There is no 20-minute boy. It's just.
I thought you had one in mind that you wanted me to watch for 20 minutes. Who was that?
No, it could last 20 minutes. It could have been this clip and then another clip of where Lou talks about what are the three. People always ask him if it's not U.S. or if it's not Russia, China.
Because they're asking. You know why people ask them that? Because they're asking dumb questions. Because that's never a question I would ask.
Yeah, is it a foreign adversary or is it alien?
So
and Lou.
By definition of alien.
Out of this world. But then Lou always hints there is a third option where it could be something that's always been on this earth that we just can't see or whatnot, and so a third dimension or fourth dimension not come.
Oh, god damn it. I was like, I made it that cake.
It's an alternate fourth dimension.
Okay.
It's fair.
So that's it. You just mentioned it. And the other one is to bring Tom back into it, is where Tom's album cover from his new music has a Da Vinci thing, and it's just something how it ties into all this. It's just something for fun to bring Tom back into it since he's in the picture.
I'm giving you complete clearance, Cheese Man. If it's a 20-minute video, hell, if it's even a 30-minute video. No, I'm saying in any future Long Dong updates, it does not have to be a minute. If you want to make it as long as you want, you have authority to make it as long as you want. We will go over it. Just as a tidbit for people watching as well as you, Cheese Man, if it is longer than a minute, I will have to stop it frequently to get past the whole one. I want to talk about bits that are currently brought up, but also two, because then it legitly is labeled under fair use commentary over not and just plagiarizing essentially. So we will stop, but you have full permission. If you have a clip to watch, we'll watch as much as you want. It could be
multiple clips too, right?
Yes, it can be anything. We'll still commentate over it.
Another clip that I want to show is, have you guys ever heard of Dr. Stephen Greer? He has all those shows on Netflix and all that.
He's huge. By name, I think. Let me look at
huge into consciousness, and he's has all those.
Oh
different-
yeah, Horseface.
Yes,
I wish they stuck to consciousness.
He did the
Like,
Close
the
Encounters
idea
thing. Yeah.
Yes. He is the one that came out recently that was very convincing, but yet I'm still skeptical that saying how, like,
That Bojack.
he kept on saying Lou Elizondo is completely telling a false lie, like saying that they don't know where this is from, where he's saying that we have the technology right now. And Lou's team with Tom DeLonge's team is they tell the same story that but Tom's team is saying aliens could be bad, they could be a threat, and Stephen Greer is saying how these other beings are totally friendly. That's the main two things against those guys.
And here's the major thing between both of them is how the fuck would they know?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's why we're here. We're all.
No, I'm just saying, if we don't
Alright.
actually have a dialogue, how the fuck would they know who is what?
Here's the.
Has no one seen Signs?
I'm just.
Oh, by
I'm
the
just
way,
thinking about
Cheese Man,
now
Quiet
the
Place
thing that
2,
bugs
just
me the
saying.
most. Oh wait.
Oh, is it
Duh.
Ready to Rock and Roll?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. The thing that bugs me most. Are we
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of the talk, a lot of the things are about how consciousness can generate energy.
Maybe. I don't know.
No! Okay, I
Is
can't.
that not in direct conflict with the idea of coming to Earth to harvest energy from the water?
It could be. I don't know. Again,
That's another thing that they do is they have two elements that they're attacking right now. They're talking about UAPs and they're talking about consciousness. And again, I guess Joystick's right. How can you make something move if you're not making it move with energy, right? How would you do it?
maybe consciousness is energy. I don't know.
That's
What?
the implication
That-
I always got from
that's-
it. Is like if
yeah,
you're moving
it
from
makes-
point to
it-
point by
it
power of
makes sense to me.
consciousness.
It makes sense to me, Joystick.
But also, we need this water real quick. Hold up.
maybe that's the thing. They're taking drugs.
We need
which-
to hydrate so that
Yes!
we can be
Yes!
big thinkers.
They're using all the hydrogen of the water that they're consuming to use the energy to propel an object or to move in time and space.
We solved it.
We solved it. Fucking, why isn't this guy interviewing us?
We're the top men now.
Wow, fucking hell. Look at me. Look at me. We're the top men.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking right. Well, thank you, Cheese Man.
Man,
sorry, Montreal
I
lost.
sincerely do love
Hopefully we'll
these
win the
as
next
much as I fucking
6.
dunk on it.
Hey, I love the dunking on it. I can't prove anything. I'm just here to supply the
Right. And
info.
I'm not a physicist, but I will, for the little bit of knowledge that I learned, I guess, in elementary school or growing up, I will critique the shit out of it. Which,
You do
how is
qualify as a
that
top man
not?
tool.
How
But-
is that not common knowledge about the fucking? If you're flying in an airplane or being in space, you'll be slightly younger, by
Yeah,
technicality.
velocity.
Well,
Yeah.
not
Hey,
technicality, just true.
hey,
How is
let's
that not common?
Keep your eyes on the news tomorrow.
Relativity,
This is gonna be
baby.
a clip.
Oh, we
It's gonna
will.
be a clip.
Also, tomorrow, guys, for those who don't know, is Code Warriors. We're gonna do the rest of the bracket all at once tomorrow. We're gonna figure out who the winner is. Joystick is in the
I'm gonna
lead.
win.
Cheese Man surprisingly is doing well, but he
Yeah,
also
my
took
top guy-
Snake. He took Snake to win, which I'm really pissed by, because then me and him are based on our other choices and not just Snake winning, which is just fucking
Well, I
bullshit.
think my other top guy's out. Is it Mario?
He's got his top men.
No, Wario is out.
Wario's a top man.
Mario is in. Mario's still in. So if, oh yeah. If Mario's still in, so I think you're pretty good. I think Luigi's in as well. Let me look. Luigi in?
I think he lost too.
No, Luigi's in. Am I blind? I can't find it.
You
me
might
look.
be blind. Have you considered?
Luigi's
Have you ever
out. You're
actually
right.
seen
Luigi's
anything?
out. Luigi's out because Piranha Plant won against Luigi. But it's gonna be pretty fucking hot. If only Toby finishes bracket, he'd probably have a stronger position because his position wouldn't have been that bad. He did fairly well. But yeah, so we're gonna see what tomorrow is for Code Warriors episode 2. Tune in Wednesday for drawing blanks. We got Conti, we got Joystick, the reigning champion. We still need a third, so if Cheeseman or anyone else wants to be the third, by all means, be the
I'll be in
third.
Tampa Bay, dude.
I know you will, but you'll be on a
I
flight.
draw the MS Paint in Santa Fe.
Yeah, you can MS Paint. MS Paint's everywhere, baby. With that being said, I just fucking broke this thing again. God damn it. I'm out.
Damn.
You guys all get fucked and see you tomorrow.